At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision-making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call us at the number on the screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Foundation Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Good evening. Welcome into our live broadcast. I'm Justin Mosier alongside Jordan Spraggins. Tonight, Crockett County takes on Ripley. Before we get into any gameplay, we have a special guest in the booth tonight. Jordan, why don't you introduce him for us?
Well, Justin, I've been excited all week about this guest. I've had the opportunity to play with him myself, to practice with him, to get knocked out by him, all those things. He was a huge part of my football career as I went through the Cavalier football program. And I was very lucky to get to know him. I have announced to the class of 2005 that he would be on, or somebody from their class would be on tonight. They all got real excited. So this person has a lot of pressure on them tonight. Also, I announced earlier in the week we'd have a special guest. I explained to him he was a big part of the football program. He was a big part of the baseball program. He got crowds on their feet throughout those years, and did a great job. Was a great athlete, great leader to his craft. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you to Tyler Timo Mosier, the one and only. Tyler, thank you for joining us tonight. We're glad you're here. Tell us what you expect tonight at Cavalier Stadium.
Well, hopefully, first and foremost, a Cavalier win. Watched the live stream last week and saw a lot of good things. Obviously, some things they can improve on. I'm sure they got that together this week at practice. But the facilities look great out here. I'm just in awe every time I come back to Crockett, which I'm from here, do a lot of work, and I don't make it to as many games as I wish I could. But these facilities are second to none. We got a good Crockett team this year, and I'm excited for it.
Man, I know we try to brag about that every time we do a home broadcast on how good, how great everything looks. It looks a lot different from when you and I played.
Exactly, man, for sure.
You and I were playing on grass, and it looked great.
The crazy thing is, we were playing on grass, and back then, you had, seemed like Coach Jared Faust mowed that grass every single day, it seemed like. But even with it being grass, we had top-of-the-notch facilities then, and now to see it even further, I mean, this is insane.
Yeah, and I remember one thing that I remember really well is it was probably my junior year. Is how Coach Pratt was about the grass, about how good the grass looked.
Oh, yeah.
David Vassar, Coach Vassar, he came in when I was a freshman. Well, Coach Pratt trusted him to go mow the football field on a Thursday. One tire was flat on the zero-turn lawnmower, and it striped the field like you've never seen. It looked horrible.
I can imagine how that went.
And you can imagine what Coach Pratt's reaction was when that happened. He went berserk.
Oh, yeah. The field was definitely Coach Pratt's baby. Even as a player, I got ran off it plenty of times. I remember me and Craig Massey, me and Drew Bailey, two of the quarterbacks I played with, we'd go out there running routes, and here he comes out the field house. Get off my field.
Go to the practice field.
Go to the practice field.
Tyler, one of your big accomplishments was when you were invited. You and Eli were invited. What about that experience as a high school kid? And tell a little bit about that.
All right, so me and actually a teammate, Eli Jones, we were both class of 2005. When we were juniors, I got my invitation and he got his literally a few days after. And kind of didn't really know because the game has changed, all with social media and everything. Back then you had to get letters. Every now and then a coach would call you. They'd show up to your games, but it wasn't like it was now. So anyways, we got letters to the as top 100 juniors in the nation to go to the Army All-American Combine, which they do the game every year in San Antonio, Texas. And so, going down there, I was like, man, we're not going down there. Well, had a great DB coach, one of my favorite coaches of all time, Mr. Burton Rutledge.
The one and only.
One and only. Coach Rutledge said, Tyler, I'm going to take y'all. So him and his wife got together, talked to our parents, and thanks to the community, we got to go. My dad went around, raised money, local businesses pretty much funded us to go. But we went down there, and you're talking about a change of scenery. Mm-hmm. Real dudes were down there. Adrian Peterson was down there. Deshaun Jackson was down there. Xavier Lee was down there. The Griffin twins that played at Texas were down there. It was really around here, I could run. I was one of the fastest around. There was guys a few that were a little faster than me. But down there, linemen are running with you. It's
Right.
a different breed.
Right.
But it was really eye-opening, great experience. I got to cover Ted Ginn Jr. 3 different times.
We're going to take a timeout real quick, Tyler. We're going to have the invocation and the national anthem.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to play this game. We ask for your protection over every player here tonight, keeping them safe from injury. Give them the strength, focus, and courage to play to the best of their abilities. Help them to compete with integrity, honor, and respect for their opponents. No matter the outcome, may we glorify you in our actions and words. Amen.
Please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your hats as the Crockett County Cavalier Marching Band performs our national anthem.
Close to week 2 of Cavalier football, the state of Tennessee. It's a warm night, and Coach P.A. Pratt just come in the booth with us. You got anything to say, Coach Pratt?
No. Band sounds good. Team's going to play well. We're going to have a good night.
Well, there's your superintendent.
Short and sweet.
Positive. Coach Pratt just told us that Ernest Williams, a absolute legend for Cavalier football, is on the way up. Now, Tyler, you played with Ernest.
Yes, sir.
Y'all had some highlights together.
We did.
Let's talk a little bit about that while we're getting ready to kick this ball game off.
In my opinion, no offense to anybody that has ever worn the Cavalier uniform, but Ernest Williams is the GOAT, in my opinion.
I agree. I would agree with that 100%.
He, just offensively, defensively, and the leader he was in the locker room, which I got to witness firsthand. His work ethic was second to none, which, is why he is considered the GOAT. But very pleased to hear he's on the way.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just last year he did a camp here at Cavalier Stadium,
Right.
and I had the pleasure of sponsoring that event. And I was so proud to see Ernest. I was glad to see him giving back. He's been successful in life, and Tyler, I'm gonna tell you, I think you probably learned a little bit from Ernest, because I can remember you doing the same thing when I was a sophomore. You were a senior. And that same leadership, that same dedication of, it's no secret you were a really good football player, and I can remember you never missed a practice.
That's right.
If we were at practice, you were telling us, it's 100%. We're not doing 50%. We're doing 100%. I can remember you absolutely knocking my head off a few times, but I also remember playing JV games and you telling me when I was playing at the fullback position, you coming to the sidelines and saying, "Hey, Jordan, you're doing this, you're doing that, try this." So, I think you held the underclassmen to, accountability. You taught a lot of people a lot of things, and, I'll even go to say, so I played with you when I was a sophomore. By my junior year, we had Travis come up as a freshman.
Yep.
And, we got to watch him grow and mature into the amazing player he was, Travis Mosier, Tyler's brother. And then, when I was a senior, Travis was very much a part of our team as a sophomore. And just what you did to impact Travis and his playing ability. I think so. Would you say some of that came from Ernest?
It did, and I tell a lot of people, even when I run into old players, and this isn't me being cocky, but if I guarded you, you weren't open. A lot of that goes to Ernest because we went head up in practice.
Right.
And the reps I got with him at practice he was way better than anybody I was going to see in a game. But it was just the good on good, you know. And Ernest wanted it, and I wanted it. It's kind of both of our mentalities. But he instilled that. Him and Artis Pitts both. They definitely instilled that in me at a young age. Kind of took me under their wing, and we got after it. So
that's what you mentioned, Ernest as the GOAT. And I look back. I was a young kid when you were there, and I watched Ernest a little bit. If you never witnessed you play or Ernest play, you truly missed some of the best athletes to come through here. Tyler, you're on up there in the tops.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
And Tyler, you had the opportunity to play with some greats. You mentioned Eli Jones earlier. That's probably one of the best linemen, just smart people that came through. You played with Dwan Love. You played with Artis Pitts. Alberto Diaz. You played. I can just keep going on and on.
I played with 3 Mr. Footballs.
That's who gets to do that. So Ernest Williams, Mr. Football, won it. Not only was he a candidate, but he won it. First Crockett County to do so. But him and Dwan.
Actually, Dewan was the first.
Dewan was the first.
Dewan was the first to win it. Artis Pitts was a finalist. Yeah. Ernest won it, then Alberto won it.
Yes. So you had a unique opportunity there, and I'll go further to say you suffered an injury your senior year that probably kept you out of the running for your senior year.
That's right.
Because I think you had Rocky Jelks, you had some of those guys that would have been great for you to run the ball with, and you would have put stats up like none other, I believe, because y'all had a great team.
We did. The injury kind of derailed me, but we had a young team then too.
Yeah, very much so. We had
the Johnson twins. We had
Jarvis,
Big Jarvis. We had Chris Cobb started then. We had a lot of sophomores starting.
BJ Whiteside, Tyrell Spearman. A few of those guys.
We were a small senior class, but
we'll receive the opening kickoff for tonight's game.
We did what we needed to do. The injury kind of was a big setback for us, though. But
yeah. Well, Tyler, I'm so excited about you being with us tonight and commentating with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
So I'm hoping Ernest does join us here in a little while up here in the booth. That's a treat to have Ernest and Tyler. I can't remember how it went, but I remember there was a kickoff return one time, and one of you were going down and were able to. You're being tackled, and the other one was able to toss it to the other one and took it either for a touchdown or real close to a touchdown after that.
Coach Pratt fussed at me for that.
So you were the one getting tackled.
Bolivar, it was actually an interception. Bolivar ran a trick play, and they threw the ball back across the field. I picked it off as I was going down. I saw Ernest, so I threw it to him. This thing, 60 yards later, he's in the end zone.
And he could do it, man. But I can see Coach Pratt fussing at you because that's not what he told you to do.
That's right.
That's just the bottom line.
Well, I picked the ball off and it was in our possession then. To him I did something stupid. But hey, we were celebrating in the
So
end
it was
zone.
a pick. It wasn't
was
a pick. I couldn't remember exactly the circumstances.
At the end of the day, we were celebrating in the end zone, so it was all good.
Yeah, that's right. Coach Pratt was okay by the end of the night, probably.
Oh, yeah.
So we got Crockett County coming on the sidelines tonight. We're facing Ripley, the Ripley Tigers. Last week they fell to Southside, right?
Southside, 16-11.
16-11. Last week, the Cavaliers went and fought a hard-fought ball game against Jackson Northside. They knew they were in a ball game last week. Justin, don't you agree?
Yeah, it's crucial to pull that out. To pull that game out as tough as it was there at the end. Hopefully, we can build on that tonight and make a statement. Come out and put some points up, and our defense stop them.
Yeah, I agree. We saw some great plays last week. We saw some, true athleticism. We saw people make plays out of nothing. And that's good to see that, especially week one. All of us can, put ourselves in that position back when we were playing high school football on how hard week one is, because all you've done at that point is play with your teammates, and then you're coming against people you haven't played against in a year. You know, you hadn't had that type of challenge. So we got Squirt back.
Squirt and Demo.
Squirt and Demo, two brothers. You don't see that very often. You know, getting ready to receive, and week 2 of Tennessee high school football is underway as Ripley gets ready to kick it away, and the Cavaliers prepared to receive.
Short kick there by Ripley. Fell on by Crockett County. DK Woods there, he had a big game last week. I'm looking for him to come build momentum off of that.
Oh, he scored early in the start of the game. But we're here we are with the Cavalier offense taking the field, quarterbacked and led by quarterback Ben Burgess, a sophomore. It's not very often. Tyler, you played quarterback as a sophomore. I remember watching you play with the stomach virus at Greenbrier as a quarterback. So, you know, once we get this play underway, we might talk to you a little bit about the pressure and how it feels to play at a young age at the quarterback position.
Burgess takes a snap, handoff, Gabe Dupree hitting the backfield. Not much to gain there as Ripley busts through the line of Crockett County.
Ripley had a good defensive play.
They did. They got a lot of pressure right there.
So Tyler, you know, just like we said, you played quarterback at a young age. What's the pressure like? Let's give a little bit of information about what Ben's experiencing right now.
Well, it's one of those things where all eyes are on you. You're either, you know, everybody's for you, everybody's against you. You know, you can throw for so many yards, you can have so many runs that are good. One bad pass. It's all forgotten. So it's a lot of pressure. That's why QBs are normally highest paid players in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Ben back for quarterback, ready to take the second play of the series.
something going on. Coach Ward's talking to the refs, it looks like.
I will let everybody know we did have some clock issues earlier in the day. Had some technicians out here. Coach Ward is down there trying to have the clock official navigate the clock. You know, we've went into a digital age of scoreboards, which is different for a lot of people, and every stadium's different. So you're going to see that. Maybe we can adjust to that quickly from the officiating staff.
And here we go, underway. Burgess back, Dupree beside him. Demo in motion, snap. Handoff, Demo looks to get outside, and he's hit, still on his feet, but drug out of bounds. Good run there by Demo.
Never taken down, but took out of bounds.
One good thing on that play that I noticed last week, all the receivers, they blocked really, really well last week. Deuce Greenhill held his guy for really good there. And that's how you get big runs, blocks downfield. So if we keep that up, I see us getting some big runs tonight.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Greenhill in motion. Handoff Greenhill. He cuts it up.
There he
And
goes.
he's still on his feet,
Great
to the
run.
40, out of bounds, where Crockett County will pick up a first down and move into Ripley territory.
You know, I'm gonna speak a little bit about field vision right there. You know, seeing the field as you're running the ball, and Tyler, you feel free to jump in. But
Well, I want to give a shout out real
Go ahead,
quick to
go ahead.
56 Austin Carroll. He blocked his guy literally 30 yards down the field.
He did. I saw
he
that.
did.
DK looks for room, follows his guy, and falls forward to about the first down, be a little bit short.
Just tiny bit short. But you know, I noticed that last week. I'm already noticing this week is just seeing the field and knowing where to make your cuts and knowing where to hit, what holes to hit.
And that's what makes Deuce special. He sees the field really, really well.
Quick play there, handoff to DK with another big gain.
Gonna pick up the Cavalier first down there. I'm so glad to have the scoreboard back on the screen with us tonight, Justin. When we were fighting last week, we didn't even have a scoreboard on the field, so to have it on the screen tonight for
Snap,
listeners.
Burgess rolls out, looks, throws it, Greenhill, toe taps.
That's nice field awareness by Deuce right there.
Yeah.
Realizing where he was on the field. I think if Ben would have had a little more time, he had his brother open, but just, the
Right.
kind of pressure got to him, and he was rolling to the bad side
Right.
as for a right-handed quarterback. So he just did the smart thing, dumped it off to Deuce, and moved the ball.
Positive yardage there as DK lines up with Burgess in the backfield. Greenhill out wide, Carson Burgess out wide, Demo out wide. Snap, DK falls forward. Looks like he picked up the first down, and the Cavaliers continue to move the ball.
That's right. DK's a big load to take down. He runs the ball very, very hard. Offensive line got a good push then, just enough for the first down.
I would really, we were talking about this earlier, I would love to see Dre Walker get involved. Big, strong. He's a threat. Let's get him involved.
I love it. And, we talked about where they put him in the formation, and this red zone right here would be perfect for him.
Yep. Greenhill in motion, snap. Looks to get outside, and DK didn't really get a good block there. Kind of blew it up.
He kind of got stalemated. If he could have probably kept pushing, Deuce maybe had something on the inside, but Ripley's defense did pursue really well on that play.
Several white jerseys on the outside.
But with Crockett, you brought up Walker, but with Crockett's skill guys, I'm telling you, after watching last week, they got some skill guys out there now that are electric. So it's a lot for Ripley to account for.
Right. There's weapons everywhere. It's hard to keep up with who you're going to key in on.
That's right.
Burgess, and we got a timeout. Timeout, Crockett.
I want to let all our listeners know that we do not have a camera person tonight. We are using our huddle camera that is connected to what the team uses to watch their practices with and analyze film. A new thing for us when we're at home. And if there's any kind of issues there, we'll try to fix it very fast. So far, it's working great. But Coach Ward did warn me today that if a bird flies by, sometimes it'll deflect and go follow the bird rather than the ball. So just bear with us. But we think this is going to be an improvement for us, and we're going to try to stay with you. We're going to take a short break. If you would, join us after that.
At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision-making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call.
And we are back. The Cavaliers try to get it into the end zone.
Ben Burgess, snap. Handoff DK. He looks to go nowhere. A lot of white jerseys holding on to him. Tough to get him down. Big guy.
Sammy Smith in on the tackle.
For sure. Ripley's getting a lot of interior pressure right now. They obviously, with DK in the game, a lot of teams are going to start to key on him after watching film of him last week. So this is just what we can expect. I expect Coach Ward to make some adjustments to this.
Well, it's the same thing you saw last week. They started attacking the inside. Those inside gaps to try to control him.
No safety right here. This is interesting.
Burgess snap, looks to throw.
Yeah, we're throwing. Oh,
and he overthrows it and almost throws an interception.
Greenville goes incomplete.
Yeah, Cavaliers catch a major break right there.
Fourth down.
Brings it to fourth down for Crockett County as the drive was going great, and it kind of stalled out there at the end. Looking to kick a field goal here, Avery Hurst.
But that just shows, Ripley's, how much they're focused on DK. We were three wide, and they didn't even have a safety. They were playing man coverage. Yep. Everybody was in the box.
Right.
Snap, kick, and the kick is good. There we go. Crockett County goes up. They strike first. Crockett County 3, Ripley nothing.
Always good to see the Cavaliers strike first. But Tyler, you just brought up an excellent point. They had, like you said, three wide, no safety. That's a big gamble.
And I see, Crockett County, if they Ripley does indeed play like this the rest of the game. I mean, they're lucky. Crockett got a break with the ball being tipped, not being intercepted. But Ripley got break that the ball was tipped because Deuce Greenhill was about to walk in the end zone.
Right.
So, I expect us to start, audibling and throwing on that if that's the formation the defensive formation they're going to go to.
Yeah, I feel like it's very, very risky for Ripley to do so.
Especially with the athletes we have.
But at the same time, if they pull out of it, you got DK back there ready to bust one.
And that's the beauty of this offense is like pick your poison. What you going to do.
Right.
So.
Well, the Cavaliers set to kick off after striking first against the Ripley Tigers. It is great to be at the home field tonight, Justin.
Absolutely.
It feels good to be back at home in our house. Avery Hurst set to kick it off.
Back deep for Ripley. Hurst to kick it off.
Hurst with a big kick, and it'll go for a touchback. Great kick there by Avery Hurst.
Man, he just continues to impress me. He continually improves. He's so dedicated to his craft. I love watching Avery Hurst.
Consistent, man. From what I've noticed, man, he's very consistent.
Very consistent.
Which that's exactly what you want in a kicker.
Absolutely. So here we are, Cavaliers' first sequence of defensive downs. Again, you've got a very small senior class here. You've got a lot of juniors and sophomores out there.
Full spread, a little motion.
Snap, high snap. Looks to get to the outside, cuts it up, and is tackled by a host of Cavaliers.
Had one missed tackle there in the backfield. Pretty fast, elusive quarterback there. I mean, just from a quick look from the first play of the game.
Yeah, he's a pretty good sized boy, it looks like. Took Justin said, there's a host of Cavaliers over there to take him down. I imagine Ripley may use him in the run game quite a bit tonight.
I would say that as well. Ripley back.
Sends him out. Snap. Run. And DK in the backfield.
Play.
Great tackle.
Great play by DK.
DK blew that up. Good job.
To our listeners, I want to apologize. We do not have a Ripley roster. We have not been given a Ripley roster tonight, so we will not be able to give great name recognition to the Ripley Ripley players. And now we have Ernest Williams in the booth with us. Let me get something going here while we get him ready.
Third and 6 for the Tigers. Snap. Looks to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it. It has a man for the first down. A lot of pressure there, but he completes the pass.
Scoop in the booth. Back in Alamo, Tennessee.
Back.
How are you?
Doing all right, man.
You were just listed as the GOAT.
The GOAT
of Crockett County football.
Who said that?
Tyler Mosier.
I ain't gonna say it's true, but there's some truth to it.
Cavaliers getting quick to the ball. Gonna hold them there. Should bring up 2nd and 10 right here. So Ernest, what's it feel like to be in Cavalier Stadium tonight?
Man, so I did a camp last year.
Right.
When they first built this field, and this is probably one of the most amazing fields I've seen.
Agreed.
And I done played in plenty of fields in college.
Demo with a great
Cavaliers
tackle.
will continue to hold the Tigers there, get them to 3rd down. It's a lot different from back when you and me and Tyler played.
Oh, yeah. But the atmosphere is the same right now.
I agree. Good crowd.
I can see everybody in tune, and I see we got a lot of good athletes out there too, man.
Absolutely, that's very true.
That's key. Everybody showed up to play, so.
Looks to pass, gets some pressure, throws it over the middle, and he drops it.
Gonna bring up 4th down for the Ripley Tigers. Ernest, I am curious. I think all the listeners will be curious of what you're up to these days since you've left Cavalier football and went into the Memphis football world, and now you're beyond that.
Yeah. So I stay in Illinois, man. I moved to Illinois. I'm working in the medical field right now. I coach my kids, actually.
That's great.
I coach my 10-year-old 10U team right now. My 14-year-old, he's a freshman. He just became a freshman. I was telling Coach Pratt tonight that he just scored his first touchdown, a 40-yard receiving touchdown. You know, I missed it tonight, but I'm down here for a purpose.
Well, my question is, was he wearing that number 30?
Nah, he wasn't. My
1-4?
oldest, when they was playing, you know, Pee Wee, growing up, I had my oldest that's going in high school right now. I had him wear number 14.
Right.
My college number.
Right.
But my little one, he got number 30.
Right.
So he represented, and he doing good with it too. So
you know, one of the coolest things about your camp that you held, I thought it was great that Mr. Ira Burra had won your jersey in an auction, and his wife brought it to you and delivered it to you here at the field, and gave you that number 30 away jersey. I thought that was awesome for you to get that back in your hands.
You know what? I told her I appreciate that because I almost shed a tear.
I bet you did.
Because I remember him. Now he was a good dude.
He was a great
guy,
yeah.
Absolutely. And I remember I had a few conversations with him. So
Ben Burgess elects to run. Pretty good decision there by Ben, I think, Justin.
Fake pass there. He had a lot of pressure. No gain.
Yeah, you know, you had a lot of fans back in the day.
I hope I still got them, man.
So I want to know what Coach Pratt had to do to get you up here in the booth tonight.
Man, he grabbed me by my arm and pulled me here.
He still has that effect on
you.
you.
Yeah, that's my guy. That is my guy. Hands down. Do anything for him.
All right, Burgess getting the offense back set.
Burgess snap. Looks to pass, rolls out.
Met by defender.
A lot of
pressure.
He had no time to pass there.
People in his face.
The line got blown up really quick. Got to get something going here.
So, Ernest, I'm going to ask you to tell one funny story on Coach Pratt before you leave us. If you had to pick one funny story on Coach Pratt, what would it be?
Coach Pratt.
I know there's something.
So, Coach Pratt is a big SEC fan.
Burgess back ready to pass.
Looks to pass. Rolls out. Has Walker.
Willie
Walker with the catch.
Reception.
Still on his feet. Fumble.
Recovered by Ripley. Taken into the sideline.
A first down for Crockett County turns into a turnover. Ripley takes over on the 40-yard line.
Gotta hold on to that ball.
Huge change of momentum.
Hold on to that ball.
All right, Ernest, so continue your story on Coach Pratt.
He's a big SEC fan. The reason why I chose Memphis, one of the reasons for sure, is, you know, to have my family come watch me. You know, who don't want to see your parents, you know, in the stands watching you. And I know how my parents are. They're not going to travel too far.
Mm-hmm.
But when I chose Memphis, he was like, Conference USA? No.
Ripley trying a little outside.
Great containment there. Great containment.
Oh, good tackle.
Cavaliers shut them down on the outside there.
Great job, Dupree. Gabe Dupree there. Great job with the containment.
So Coach Pratt kind of questioned your decision there, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
If you think if you could guess what his preference was at the offers you had, where do you think it would have been?
Well, it was between Auburn and Memphis.
So you think he would have preferred Auburn?
Oh, for sure. For sure. You know, I look back at that too, you know, and of course, you know, you can't change. But Auburn should have been my pick. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, well, we like you said, we can't look back. We can't make a change, and I think you made the best of it.
I had a great career in Memphis. So.
I was able to come watch you a few times, see you make some receptions and get some positive yards there. It was good to see you play. I wish they would have gave you number 30.
Know what? Now that I look at it, number 31 for me.
It wasn't
in college, in the collegiate. You know,
14 worked out pretty good.
14 worked out, and I made 14. You know,
yeah. You made it yours for sure.
Yeah. There you go.
Great interior play there by the Cavaliers.
Because, you know, I didn't play running back as much.
Right.
I ran the ball.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a running back.
Right.
I was a slot receiver.
Right.
So.
Well, what's your most memorable memory from being a Cavalier? And I'm gonna contain that to football.
Man. The state championship.
You were on that team. You were part of that team to go to the Chase State Championship. That's
State
right.
Championship as a sophomore, man. I want to say I played my butt off. I played my butt off. And, you know, for me, looking at the seniors, the juniors and the seniors, just looking at them play, I wanted to make an impact too, and I think I did.
Yeah, I think you did too. And that's not long ago.
Great tackle
You
by
can't go
Austin
back
Carroll.
and watch the game anymore, but you can go back and see the transcript of the game. I just looked over it not too long ago, and you had a lot of mentions there, a lot of positive mentions
I
in
think
that
I did a
transcript.
good job. I think I did a good job stepping up.
But you had a lot of good people around you too.
I
Artist
did.
Pitts.
I had leaders. I had
yeah.
leaders. I had, you know, leaders around me. Get that.
Get him,
Get
Dre.
that. There you go.
Dre had him.
Off of him.
Pass. Great read there as he comes up, tries to intercept the ball. Gabe Dupree knocks it down and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you know, for that Ripley quarterback to shake off Dre like that, I think it does show his looseness.
I was telling Tyler earlier, Dre Walker is in my gym every single day. He puts his headphones on and he goes to work. He is a very strong kid and he's very dedicated.
Yeah, and I think that just showed the threat that Ripley has with the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of athletes out here.
Yeah, we're looking at a 4th and 8 punt here.
Go get that. There we go.
Man, the Cavaliers are going to jump on it.
They called it down.
They're going to call it down around.
And Squirt breaks through the line.
41.
And Crockett County has great field position. 1:08 left here. Crockett County up 3-0.
Ernest, as we transition here, tell us some about that leadership you were just talking about. Who are those leaders to you for Cavalier football?
Man, David Ward.
Man, that's he.
Josh Hicks. Derek Smallwood.
Yeah.
Artist Pitts.
Yep.
DeAndre Short. You know, just to name a few. They showed me how they played in the game. Like, go hard.
Right. Ben Burgess ready to lead the offense.
Hobson in motion. Snap. Handoff DK up the middle. And DK is tackled quickly. He's not getting much gain here tonight. They are really keying in on him.
Pick up about 1 or 2 there. And but it does take the whole team to bring him down just about. Well, Ernest, we're so glad to have you with us tonight. What a pleasure and a surprise to get you here, because I didn't know we were talking about getting you on, but I didn't know how hard it's going to be to get you from Illinois here.
Yeah, man, it's a struggle sometimes to come down here, man. And usually when I do come down here, it's a away game, you know. And I talked to my sister and asked her when was the next game and where was it at, and she told me here in Ripley.
Snap, DK tries to bounce it.
Flag
Flag on the play.
Woods on the carry. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Let's hear what the ref has to say.
Yeah.
Holding on Crockett County.
So you were a Mr. Football winner.
Man.
Tell us what that felt like.
Honestly, I feel good, man.
I bet.
Because I got hurt. You know, I got hurt my last game.
Was that Greenbrier? Or is that?
Yeah, I got hurt. And, I mean, when I say my ankle was hurting.
Right.
And when I walked across the stage to get that trophy.
Right.
But it felt so good being up there and knowing that I was one of the best running backs / defenders, you know, around.
You did a great job. Man, I can't even count the memories I have of you here at Cavalier Stadium just doing an awesome job.
I hope they good memories.
You set a standard for us all, I think, during that time, during that chapter of Cavalier football. Let's see here, Burgess.
Might have more issues with the clock. They're winding it down a little bit.
And it looks like they're going to meet 21 seconds requested on the clock. So it must have ran longer than they wanted it to. You know that Greenbrier game that you're talking about, there were several of y'all that got hurt that game. that probably made a huge impact on the win or loss of that game. I mean, you,
Snap.
JD, Sam.
Burgess rolls out, looks for somebody, slings it
There
to
we go.
Walker. Great catch.
There we go. Get out of bounds.
Great pickup there for Crockett County.
Not enough to move the chains, but we get a third down attempt right here to hopefully do so. But I can vaguely remember Brett Mullins getting a little shaken up. Tyler had a stomach virus that game, throwing up on the sidelines.
It was an ugly game.
Tough game.
It was a hard-hitting game, too, man.
It sure was.
I look back at the film, and it was a hard-hitting game.
It sure was.
But, that's something we wanted in the playoffs,
And Burgess attempts to draw them off sides. They are going to throw the flag. Should pick up the first down,
that's the
Justin.
first down right there.
A little bit of lack of discipline on Ripley. As Crockett gets them to jump off sides, it'll push the chains.
Well, Ernest, I know there's people here that you want to see, and we don't want to keep you all night. We're so thankful for you coming up here and talking to us. And I know there's several Cavalier fans out there listening that are glad to hear from you and know you're doing well and knowing what you're doing now.
Yes, sir. I do want to give a shout-out to my nephew playing, number 54, Nolan Turner. He's
Awesome.
playing. It's my first time seeing him play in high school, so I'm looking forward to seeing him, get in and do a little something.
So we might have a little scoop action tonight, huh?
I don't know. He on the line.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
I don't know how much he gonna do, but he on the line. But he a big guy, and he needs to use that, to his ability. So,
Now that you've said that, he's got a little bit more pressure on him now. He may be mad at you by the end of the night.
I'm gonna coach him up. I'm gonna still coach him up. Let him know what he needs to do and how he needs to go. So.
Well, again, we're so thankful to have you, and what a treat it is to have you here tonight.
Yes,
We had talked about getting you on, and I was like, I just don't know how realistic it is. So, thank you
Yes, sir.
again, and good luck to your
Absolutely.
coaching and all you're doing, and thank you for talking to
Yes,
us.
sir. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Little Memphis alumni. That's my team there, Memphis.
Memphis is your team?
That's where I graduated from. I got to root for them.
I didn't know that was your team.
I
knew you had a degree from there, but I
I'm
didn't know that
not.
was your team.
I got a finance degree from there. I'm not a bandwagon guy. I got to go for the alumni.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you when Ernest was there. I'm a huge Tennessee fan, but I went to Neyland when Ernest was on Memphis' squad, and they were playing Memphis, and Ernest was there. It was hard for me not to root for him.
Yeah.
I was like the most neutral you could ever be, and I was watching Ernest the whole time. And I got to see him make a few receptions in that game and to make some really positive impacts of that game. Tennessee pulled through, of course, but Memphis gave them a fit. I'll never forget. I was there with the Marbury family. They took me up there, and it was great to see Ernest again and playing. So I've got to see him at Neyland. I've got to see him at the Liberty Bowl too, and it's just always a treat to see him.
Well, I'll tell you this, I hate Memphis. But Ernest, when he went there, I told him I'd come watch him, and he's like, "You gonna wear Memphis?" I said, "No." He gave me a game-worn jersey.
I was there.
He gave me a game-worn jersey, so I wore his jersey.
Green Hill in motion.
Man, you're blowing
And
that
that
up.
was a blown-up play from the get-go.
Yep.
Dupree hit in the backfield, loss for Crockett County.
Yeah, they're sending the house on them. But Tyler, I was just about to call you out because I was fixing to say I remember being at the Liberty Bowl and you wearing that number 14 jersey that he handed you.
That's the only way I put Memphis on. And he asked me, and I said, "Give me a game-worn jersey." Kind of joking. I got one, so I put it on.
You have to at that point.
Yeah, oh yeah. But Scoop, man, I just talked to him, told him I loved him. He told me he loved me, man. That's my guy. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, man, he made me the football player I was, along with countless others. But he was a big part of the way I played the game.
Well, again, you were exposed to so many greats.
Snap. Burgess looks, pump fakes, screen pass to Dre up the middle,
Dre.
still on
Go
the screen.
Dre.
Dre showing out right here what he can do.
Falls to the 20-yard line. Not sure that's going to give us enough.
I like that play call again. I mean,
Yeah,
they've been pressuring all game long. Let them come through and then throw the little screen behind them.
I like that. It makes them rethink that.
That's
that
right.
defensive
Slow
scheme.
them down a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Great play call right there. Got him again.
Draws him offline again.
4th and 1. Got him off sides again.
And, you know, that's something that Coach Ward's notorious for, is calling that play to draw him off. And, and a lot of times he gets a lot of success from him in a third-round situation.
Drawing these young men off that line, it's just, you know, they're hungry. They're ready to get after it, and you're taking advantage of it. They've been in the backfield. If you can take advantage of that, that's great.
Because I'm going to tell you, that Ripley coach over there is telling us, like, go.
Yeah.
And you do have to take advantage of it. So Burgess is ready to lead that offense now with a first down.
Snap, looks to throw, throws it to his brother Carson, complete for a great game.
Good to see Carson get a reception there. Great kid, great Cavalier. Good to see that. Love to see a brother-to-brother play always.
I'm gonna say this is DK time.
Yeah,
this close to the goal line, 2nd and short.
So if it were you playing the PA Pratt days, I'm gonna call 32 trap. What would you call?
Well, depending on what year, but one year I had Artis Pitts at fullback. That sounds like a great play call.
But if it's you there, I think at a wing, I think I'm gonna call 47C.
DK still on his feet, fighting. Gonna get a first down.
That's all we needed right there. Now let's go. Get in that end zone.
1st and goal. Great job there by DK.
Kept moving them legs.
You caught it there, Tyler.
Well, it's easy to do when you see him run as good as he does.
Yeah.
He makes that an easy.
Sometimes the best play call is the simplest play call.
He makes that an easy choice, for sure.
Ask Pete Carroll.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Well, we're not going to go there. Ripley's
Burgess snap. Handoff.
Touchdown.
And
he fumbled.
Oh, no. DK.
Can we get back on it?
Feet
No.
were all but
Ripley
in
got
the
it.
end zone. That's going to put them on the 1 or 2 yard line.
I honestly think he was so close, his eyes just brought his eyes up.
I think you're
poked
right.
out last minute.
It was so close there. I mean, I was ready to celebrate there. Unfortunate situation for the Cavaliers.
One good thing is where he did fumble, which is it's never good. They are backed up and they've done nothing but shotgun all night.
Right.
So we have a chance to get the ball back, I believe,
Yeah,
and with great field position.
I'd bring some pressure right here, for sure. Especially there's nobody in the backfield with the quarterback. They're going to quarterback run, power to the right. Yep, there they go.
Holding them pretty well.
Need a strong stand here.
Sure.
The field position right now, like Tyler said, you never want to fumble right there, but the field position's in our favor now. Let's hold it there.
Absolutely. You know, it's so impressive to see DeKylan come through the line, bust through the line of scrimmage, and then through 2 or 3 other defenders, and then get his foot right there before the fumble
I'm pretty
happens.
sure the quarterback just went running off the field. I'm not sure if he got hurt on that run or what. Ripley's calling timeout now.
Well, when you have a quarterback running that often, they're bound to get some hits and feel it. Exciting ball game so far for Ripley and Crockett County.
Yeah, Crockett's moved the ball very well. Just self-inflicted mistakes.
And we saw a little bit of that last week. We saw a little bit early with some mistakes, some flags, and stuff like that.
You could kind of expect that early in the year.
It got better. You know, timing's a big thing. Just figuring each other out in a different speed. We talked about that earlier.
That's right.
Is game speed's different than practice speed. As hard as you try to make practice be the same as a game scenario, you can't replicate.
Well, I'm a big listener of Eric Kane. If y'all don't know who that is, he's locked on Vols. I'm a big Vols fan.
He's great.
Yes, he's great. He said something very good this week that I thought. He said you could be in the best shape you're in your entire life, which most football players are. But that first game, you found out how out of shape you really are.
I agree.
He said because the speed, like Jordan attested to, the speed and everything is just different. Your adrenaline is just different. Game time is different.
I agree 100% with that.
Got Twins left with a single to the right.
Looks to turn it up. Has a little room. Met by Knox.
Dre and the outside receiver tussling a little bit. I think Dre got the better of him
Oh,
on that one.
yeah. As he walks off with his helmet on in his hand, not on his head.
Yeah, I think he got the better of him on that one.
Yeah, which he's going to tend to do.
3rd and short right here. Big stand for Crockett right here. Big stand. If we can hold them right here, they'll be punting out of their end zone. Big for us.
Huge.
Snap. Handoff
Run.
looks to
He's
cut it
got
up. Gabe Dupree there.
Gabe
And makes
Dupree.
the tackle.
Great defensive
Gabe
play.
Dupree has played an absolutely great
That
ball
he
game
has.
tonight.
He did last week.
He
You
had,
know,
and that running back had something
yeah,
there.
he did. And I'm going to tell you, like last week, it was the outside edges that kept contained so well that it shut down that number 25 for north side. They're doing the same thing tonight. If you try to bounce that ball to the outside or get to the sideline, it's likely not going to happen.
Great play by Gabe Dupree. And what made that play so, he came off a block to make that tackle.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know,
Exactly.
That's a lost art in today's game. You know, using your hands, getting ready to block, shedding your block, making a tackle while keeping contained. Gabe did a great job of that.
So it's going to give them the 4th and 6.
Ooh,
Almost blocked.
Demo
Go this way, Demo.
has a little room, and he's met. He had a lot of room on the outside.
He made the wrong cut.
If he would have stayed to the outside, used his speed, I think he could have really done something there.
Yeah, he definitely made the wrong cut there, which, you know, I've been in that
happens.
position before. It happens.
It
It
happens.
definitely happens, you know. It's easy for us to sit up here and say that,
Right.
you know. But he did have a lot of room, and especially with his speed and the way he is in the open field, if he'd have broke left, I think we'd have had a big
Yep.
play there.
So that goes to a test for the spectator's vision versus the
That's
player's
right.
vision. We're up here with the bird's eye view.
That's right, and that's what I tell everybody. It's easy to sit up here, regardless of where you're sitting, and say, "Do this, do this, do
That
this,
gap
do
looks a
that."
lot bigger
When
up
you're
here
in
than
the
down
play
there.
and have to make a split-second decision,
Right.
break left or right, it's difficult.
Exactly.
Burgess looks to take the snap,
Ripley's coming again. They're just bringing.
and
a
he
lot of
hands
pressure.
off
Go
DK up the middle.
Go DK.
DK still on his feet, falls forward, picks up a first down for Crockett County on a
Deuce
huge game.
Greenhill with another massive block downfield.
Yes, sir.
I love that number 7 on him, and I love the way he's blocking right now.
If you don't know, Tyler was number 7 in his day. Travis was number 7 in his day.
Quick as Ben slings it to the outside.
Incomplete.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I noticed on that run too, it looks like when DK or anybody's making it to the secondary ain't really trying to tackle much.
Oh,
They're
no,
trying to
he's
strip
trying-
that ball.
yeah.
They're trying to strip that ball.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I don't think he wanted any of DK
No, they
running right at him.
No, it's a train on the tracks, right there.
So 6 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Their score, Crockett County up 3
I don't
on
know.
Ripley.
I don't know what we can dial up right now, but once again, Ripley's going with no safety, which makes me think they're bringing pressure.
Snap, throws it to the outside.
Wide
He's there.
open.
Demo on the outside, turns on the Jets,
hold.
and we're
Got
going to get a
on the
flag.
outside there.
A touchdown is going to get pulled back. Holding call.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, Carson, he's going to get called for holding right there, Carson Burgess, but he kind of got put in a bad spot out there with the way the DB just naturally broke. There's
Right.
not much you can do.
It's either you let
That's
go
correct.
or you let him make the play.
Yeah.
I'm really unsure of what Ripley was doing right there because that play was wide open.
Yeah.
Nobody was on Demo.
And if I'm, you know, I go to that same formation and see if they set up the same
Absolutely.
way. You know, but what I like to see over here, we have Dre and Deuce, and they're covering Dre with a linebacker and Deuce one-on-one with a corner. That's, you know, but that's all a testament to what DK did last week.
Right.
Going back to DK again. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm gonna say he held. It kind of looked like he did, but they sure are talking a while.
Yeah, let's hope they pick that flag back
That'd
up.
be awesome.
I'm gonna say this about Carson. I mean, he's a very disciplined player.
He was out there fighting,
Right.
like fighting for his teammate. Yep, caught it.
Foul. Replay second down.
And I'm sure Carson as well. You know, with him being a smart player, he saw the way they lined up and knew if I make this block, it's touchdown.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's, you know.
Well, it was obvious as soon as he made the catch.
Yeah.
That it was there as long as you make the block.
Yep. And they're going with no safety again.
I'm with you. If I have Dre with a linebacker and one-on-one coverage with Deuce, I'm going to find one of them.
Oh yeah, a solid post route or something like that.
And the way even the bubble with they're so far off with us now. Dre's going in at tight end, but
in motion, snap, handoff. Demo looks to get outside.
Good Demo, good DK.
Cuts it up, hit.
That's a good tackle by that,
That was a good tackle, good play, good read.
Like Jordan said, we don't have a roster for Ripley, but number 42, that was a great tackle in open field. That's all you can say about that.
Third down, 14 for the Cavaliers.
I'm gonna tell you, when we go in that jet motion, they're slanting their line. When we don't do it, they're blowing it up. I see our coaching staff making a lot of adjustments this halftime, and we get gashing them a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to make that adjustment at the high school level.
That's
right
right.
now. You got to make it at halftime.
But that's the beauty of the high school level. Any game, if you you're watching film, if you change one thing that you don't normally do, it could keep you in a game. But I see us in the second half starting to gash them on some of these plays.
Right.
Demo in motion. Ben looks to pass, and he's hit
too much pressure
hard. As Demo comes across, that guy's left free. So he did not move. As Demo came across, he was left free. He was untouched, and he made the tackle.
And speaking of film, other teams are going to see this, bringing the pressure.
What's effective, what's
right,
not.
That's right. So, Crockett's got to get it figured out, but that's what halftime's for.
Right.
Halftime adjustments, which we're coming on. We got about 5 minutes before halftime. That's what adjustments are for. One tweak here and there, and
here's
where
Ben coming out with a 4th and 14 scenario. Big play right here for the Crockett County offense.
Snap.
Looking at pressure.
Throw it.
There's a flag on the play. Greenhill with the catch.
Offensive line downfield.
And he slips down.
He's down.
He was already down.
He's
pretty
down.
sure there.
We got. I think we had about 2 or 3 offensive linemen downfield. So what we did there, we went to a screen pass, which was probably a good call in that instance. But when Ben had to scramble, the line got too far downfield.
Right.
So.
Illegal formation.
Ooh, formation.
Penalties decline. First down.
So Ripley will take over on downs right here with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the second. Your ball game still 3-0. Crockett in the lead. You can almost bet that you're going to see an aggressive offensive series right here by Ripley trying to get in the end zone.
I'm going to tell you something Ripley's got to do. They got to get away. And I'm not telling them to get away from it, but their quarterback run is all they're really doing. If I'm Crockett right now, I'm making them do something else. And they hadn't really moved the ball, so Crockett's done a great job. But I'm trying to keep this field position or push them back and get a score before half.
Snap.
There's
Throws to the outside. Walker's there.
Oh.
I'm surprised Ripley's not doing more of that.
And
I'm going to tell you that was a good throw by that.
That's what I'm saying.
Ian Greenberg held on to him long enough for Dre Walker to get over there.
Ian being a sophomore. But that quarterback for Ripley has a little bit of arm strength.
He does. He threw that was from one hash all the way to the sideline. That was
right. So I'm surprised that we're not seeing. Like you said earlier, we're seeing a lot of run from him, but we haven't seen much pass.
4-4-4.
And another issue with the clock, resetting it to 4 minutes 44 seconds. Crockett has shot themselves in the foot numerous times, numerous fumbles. Those are the type of games that are scary because it's one play away from Ripley being up when we should be up 2 touchdowns at least.
Agreed.
That was borderline a shoestring tackle. If he breaks that, they're
he's off to the races
at
that point.
But like you said, we've left at least two touchdowns on the board at least. But you hate saying it, but it is what it is. It's still early in the year. Things like this are going to happen. This can get corrected, obviously. Got a good coaching staff, and I'm sure they're going to talk about them fumbles at halftime.
Absolutely.
Ball security, things of that nature.
Ripley comes back out, 1st and 10.
Snap. Pitches to the outside where he cuts it up. And we got a flag on the play.
We do have a flag.
Good tackle right there in the open field. I'm going to say that as a hold.
Thompson on the carry.
I think number 32 there was holding on for dear life because I think Dre Walker was on him, and that's a pretty big mismatch.
Yeah, right.
And these refs sure are discussing a lot after each
Right.
flag. There we
Holding.
go.
Offense number 40. 10 yards from spot of the foul.
And it
Replay first down.
wasn't even 32, but he was
Right.
he was out there holding on.
I think it was on Randall Perry, really. The guy actually made a good block on Randall, but he kind of got his arms around him, and Randall couldn't
I want
get
to tell
loose
you,
from him.
Randall's been a nightmare last week, and then this week
Man.
too. He's pursuing that ball like crazy.
You know, y'all talk about Dre. I'm good friends with Randall's uncle, and Randall put in a lot of work this offseason.
He sure did.
A lot of work.
Another whistle. I think we're going to have another issue with the clock.
Yep.
There we go. They're on their right side. We're way
Snap.
off that corner.
Throw
There we go. Hit him.
outside.
Got to get that tackle right there.
And he's still on his feet to the outside, looks
Oh,
to
Lord.
get some room, and he's still on his
Dre
feet.
got him.
Dre Walker runs him down. But number 32, we were just talking about the mismatch inside, but he makes mismatch in size, but he makes up for it with speed.
That's right.
Ripley just exposed a huge threat with number 32. He has some jets.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when they get on this sideline, that receiver's all the way on. It reminds me similar to Tennessee's offense, just the way they spread.
Right, yeah.
I mean, he's on that sideline, and
Making
it
the
forces
field
the
line.
Cavs to get. That's right.
Snap, handoff, cuts up the middle, still on his
Wrap up,
feet.
boys.
Gotta get that at the line. He was touched at the line of scrimmage, but breaks through the arm tackle.
Ripley making a great series right here.
We gotta hold them right here. There's about 4 minutes left before half. Make us a good stand right here. Second down and about 6 right
Yep,
here.
2nd and 6.
Austin Carroll on the field for Randall Perry. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep. Looks to cut it up, and he is stopped.
Great
Austin
stand there
Carroll,
by
Jake Knox, and Big Z.
Ernest, if you're listening at any point in time, Sam Berry says, hey.
Sam Berry did say, hey. And that's another name, you know, Sam Berry and J.D. Marbury.
Man, those two individuals
Those are
I
my
love.
boys.
I mean,
Those are my boys. They took me in at such an early age,
Yeah.
taught me about life. Mama,
Yes,
if you're
sir.
listening, it's Sam and J.D.'s fault.
Looks to get to the outside, stumbles a little bit, and if it were not for the stumble, he might be in the end zone right now.
you know, we were talking before the game at what an impact Sam and JD made. I mean,
That's
it was
right.
like you would think they were brothers almost,
Oh,
you
my
know,
God.
because they were so in tune with one another. But you know, growing up with them in the Cypress community, JD and Sam had more impact on me than anybody can imagine.
JD would come pick me up from my parents' house
Yeah.
and bring me back 14, 15 days later.
Yeah,
You know,
because Lisa and Danny didn't care how long
no,
you stayed at
they
their
didn't.
house.
And it'd be me, Sam, JD, obviously.
Drew Bailey,
Drew Bailey was with us a lot.
Guy Spence, probably.
Yeah, and you had little Elliot.
Elliot.
running around trying to fight all of us.
Oh, I can remember Robert and Guy beating the snot out of me and Elliot
Yeah.
on the trampoline at Lisa and Danny's house, and it made us tougher. You know what I mean?
But you know, we were talking about leaders earlier. JD and Sam, Drew Bailey, those three right there. You know, they saw me as a young freshman with talent. You know, just like Ernest and Artist and all them. Took me in. Didn't give me an option. Hey, Thursday nights before a game, we're going to eat. You know?
Yeah.
But it's camaraderie.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
it was like, you know, they took me in and definitely made a huge impact
And
on more than football. My
and
life.
you're gonna eat
you know?
big.
That's right.
Snap, runs
Running,
left,
good blocking.
and
That's a
he's still on
clip.
his feet. Hobson with the ankle tackle, Demo to clean it up.
I'm gonna tell you, they pulled right there, and I don't know what number for them pulled, but he cleaned house. He didn't necessarily put a big hit on anybody, but he was just moving people.
Right. You were talking about leaders, and I'm gonna bring up two other people that I think made a huge impact in that era. It was Chad Tillman and Drew Werwell.
Chad Tillman and Drew Werwell, two great guys. They were seniors when I was a freshman.
Snap, quarterback
Running
keep
again.
again. He's hitting to the outside. Dre's
Good.
on him.
Good job, boys. Wrap
Great
up, take it
pursuit.
back.
there.
Great defensive play right there.
But going back to what you said, you know, Chad was a leader on the football field, and being the quarterback of that state championship team.
Right.
And then Drew just silently and quietly was a great all-around player. A lot of people get lost in the hype of you had your Bo Stitch, you had your Ernest, you had Artist. Drew was starting running back for that team. A lot of people lose. Drew was a great player. He played center field in baseball. Those guys.
He had this consistency about him.
Correct.
He was going to bring it every time.
Tough. Both of them tough.
High snap, comes down with it, but falls right around the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a little bit. We got a hurt player.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. He's jumping back up, but he's going to limp a
might
little
have got
bit.
rolled up there.
Yeah.
And right now they're at fourth down. I don't know what their kicking situation is.
Haven't seen that
Wind
yet.
is blowing in their face right now hard.
Yeah.
So if I am Ripley, I'd like to go for it.
Yeah. We just call timeout probably to give us some time, regardless of what they do. Give us some time to get a score on the board.
And Tyler, you brought up a whole host of people that I'm just running through my brain. I'm talking about Greg Allen, DeWan
Greg
Love.
Allen.
I mean,
and Greg Allen's one of them. You go back and watch whether it was Chris Ingram, boo.
Right.
When he ran the ball, the whole crowd would go boo.
Boo, yeah.
Me, boo. Brett Mullins.
Yeah.
Ernest. Anytime we had a long run, you can book it. 85. Greg Allen
He's
was
gonna
down
meet
the
you.
field. He was down the field throwing a big block.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I was talking about with Deuce and them earlier, throwing them downfield blocks. I love to see it.
Dane Simmons.
Dane Simmons was a good one.
Andrew Carlton. I mean, I can just keep going. Great Cavaliers.
Oh yeah.
It's rare to have that much talent in that span of time.
It's crazy.
It was a short amount of time. It was about 6 years there. It was a crazy amount of talent.
Ripley going for it. Snap, looks to throw, rolls out, has a lot of space, and he's going for it. And he's about to get in the end zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ian had a line on him. He gets blocked by the referee.
Number 19.
Ian right there. He had a line on him, but
sophomore player.
Ref gets in his way. Ripley's up 6-3 now.
Right. The scoreboard showing 7. I'm sure that'll correct here shortly. There we go.
But yeah, once again, like Justin said, when he rolled out, there was a lot of room for him. DK kind of stalemated the guy blocking him, but that, left a cutback lane.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And it is good. You see how the wind affected that ball. It held it up.
Right.
Could be a factor later in the game for sure.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing at any level. High school, college, NFL. You got a scrambling quarterback. Your DBs and backers and safeties are dropping in coverage, and he got outside the pocket, and there was just nobody there. It's a problem at every level. It's just something you got to kind of contain the quarterback on the scramble drill, and it's just something. Like I said, NFL players struggle with it. So It's just.
It takes an early read. If you're going to stop it, you've got to have a read that's very, very early.
That's right.
to get to it. If he gets 2 steps on you, it's going to be hard to make up for it.
Oh yeah.
It's showing right now that we have a timeout left, but I don't think we do. I think we're out, so
I think you're right.
We'll have 1:15 to push the ball. That's plenty of time with our hurry-up offense.
Right. I wish they would. I wish they'd kick it deep. After watching us return, our return game last week, obviously they poached it to start the game, so we can probably expect that again.
They surprised me by pushing it to DK though.
Yeah. And I think if it wouldn't have been probably first kick of the game, DK may have picked it up and tried to do something with it.
But Coach Ward may have told him to do what he did.
That's right.
So we don't know.
Set to kick. He
go.
Puts it in the air. It's going to hold up with the wind. Demo.
Right here, Demo. Let's go.
Looks
there he
goes.
There he goes.
He's got green.
Attaboy.
What a boy to run it over.
Lace the boom. He does save the touchdown, but he paid for it.
Attaboy,
Man,
Demo.
that was a great offensive hit.
I mean, I'm glad they did it, but I don't know why they kicked it down. I said,
I
hope they do. But Demo really nice, and I love the way our guys return kicks. They don't necessarily jog, but they're going about 75%, kind of read it, and then they hit a gear.
When they hit that,
That's right.
they see it, they hit it.
But Demo lowered the boom on him.
Great to step up for that, but he paid it. He paid the price.
That's right. But now we can, we can do a few things here. We got a few options being close to midfield with hurry up offense.
And the clock was messed up again. It never started, so they're going to run some time off here. They're going to figure it out.
And I'm gonna tell you that wind is howling now.
It is. And nobody expected that.
That's the thing. That's the thing going against us right now. Ben's throwing against it. The way it's going right this second.
Minute 10 left. Ben set to snaps, looks to throw, hits the outside Dre Walker, and he gets out of bounds.
Oh, late hit. Not going to get it.
He reached for it. He
almost threw it.
He wanted to throw it, but he doesn't. Great game there for Crockett, really quick.
And it really wasn't a hit. He just made contact with him when he was blatantly out of bounds.
Right.
Right.
I mean, but at the end of the day, we did move the ball good. That is second down, right?
Right.
Yes.
Burgess, snap, looks to throw, pump fake, has him deep.
He's open.
Oh, man.
Deuce gets turned around there.
We try to take advantage of that deep ball opportunity right there.
Yep.
He was wide open.
Wide open, just an overthrow.
He had both of them, too. If you look, Dre
absolutely.
and Deuce both were open.
1 minute, 5 seconds.
You get to rolling like that, and it's, that's a hard throw.
So the clock again did not start. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, they'll probably want to change that.
It should be a little bit less, but they're apparently going to go with it. Minute 5 left. Ripley up 7-3. Burgess right there. We go. They stopped it.
Yeah, they're going to reset.
And this type of stuff is working this stuff out. You've got to do it obviously, but it kills the momentum of our drive.
That's right.
We got to get that figured out because every time you get something going, the clock. You got to worry about the clock.
One thing that last week that stuck out to me is it was a slow first half, but the second half was different because of those adjustments we made at halftime. Right. So you have to kind of hope for that in this scenario.
Oh, yeah.
So they drop it to a minute. Burgess ready.
If we can get Dre going.
Takes the snap, rolls out, looks for a man. Still looking, takes off, and he throws it at the last second, out of bounds. Going to be fourth down.
That's good coverage by Ripley. Nobody was really open. Dre came open late, but at that point, Ben was kind of running for his life a little bit.
Completing that.
To throw across his body, that would have been a tough play.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
Looks like we're going to bring on the punt team and hopefully pin them back a little bit because a minute left. The way they moved the ball the last drive,
right?
They're, like I said earlier, you shoot yourself in the foot and you don't take advantage. One play, now we're back to that. It's going to look a little scary.
That's right.
Hurst had some great placement last week. You got to hope for that placement on this one.
Flag on the play.
Put in the right situation.
I think they're going to give us a delay of game. I think Coach Ward, maybe.
I don't know. The back judge stood the flag, and now he's picking it up, and I don't know what.
I'm unsure of what just
like
happened there.
It's over with.
So nothing apparently. So Hurst set to punt. 50 seconds left. And they fake it. Greenhill cuts it out. Has some room, and he trips up, but he gets the first down.
Good job, dudes.
Hey, that's a little trickery. That's 2 weeks in a row that we see some Cavalier trickery. I'm happy to see it. It's aggressive.
Great call, great execution. The blocking on that play was really good as well.
Great time in the ball game to see it. Huge pressure, and he pull it off.
But just like anything,
the clock
we got to make this hurt.
The clock should be running right now, and we have a problem again. And there should be several seconds run off before we even start again, but who knows?
Tyler, I'm going to back you up and say you've got to make them pay for it now.
We've got to make them pay for it right now. After converting that, we got to run. We got to snap.
Burgess snap. Great timing. Has to roll out, passes, and throws it high, intercepted. And that's your quarterback. Ripley's quarterback is a great athlete.
He is.
He's made some really good plays on defense.
Sammy Smith with a pick.
I think right there,
First and 10.
got to get your feet set.
Yep.
Make the throw.
And once again, I mean, rolling to that side from somebody that did play quarterback, it's tough. But he did have time on that one to set his feet. But once again, easier said than done when you're out there running around.
Right. And he had him open.
He had him open.
But our defense got to step up.
That's right. We got 20 seconds. We got to just wrap up and tackle right here. We should be all right, hopefully.
20 seconds from halftime.
Snap. Handoff.
Fine.
He has some room. Cuts it out.
He's got some jets.
I'm gonna tell you, that kid, he's little in stature, but he runs the ball hard.
Very hard.
He runs it hard.
Clock continues to move down to about 10 seconds. It looks like Ripley's going to be content with letting it run down. So we'll go into halftime. Ripley 7, Crockett County 3. Thank you for tuning in. If you've missed it, we've had many opportunities for Crockett County to score, but we haven't capitalized. So we'll go into halftime down, see if we can make adjustments.
And we will see you after halftime. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on.
Dr. Emerson has served on the Crockett County Board for 20 years. He also worked along with the football team on the sideline for 16 years. And Dr. Emerson has announced that he is retiring from the Crockett County School Board after all those years of service. And tonight, Superintendent Pratt is honoring him. And at this time, he will present So join me in congratulating Dr. Emerson for his 16 years of board service, 20 years of board service, along with 16 years supporting the Crockett County Cavalier program here. A true Crockett Countian, Tony Emerson. And the Ripley High School Marching Band. Their show is entitled Chaos Resolved. Ripley High School Band, you may take the field in exhibition.
Let's welcome to the field your Crockett County Marching Cavaliers. The 2024 program is entitled Glitch, and it features the music of Styx, Brahms, Pink Floyd, and Black Sabbath. This year's show will also feature trumpet soloist Ryan Bean and color guard soloist Madison McCoy. This year's field commander is Faith Mentink. Field Commander Mentink, is your band ready? Marching Cavaliers, you may take the field for exhibition.
Would you like to see what we can do? Initiating demo sequence.
It's user error. User error.
Let's have another big round of applause for the Marching Cavaliers.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And welcome back. Cavaliers are getting loose, coming out of halftime. What do we need to do, fellas?
Well, first and foremost, every game starts up front. We got to figure out what they're doing, and like we talked about during the half, I think Ripley's they're just bringing the house. They have no safety back deep. They're bringing linebackers, which that benefits our skill guys, split out. But the problem is we don't have just a ton of time to throw the ball. When we are throwing it, when we are running it, it's getting blown up in the backfield. DK, Gabe don't really have time to get momentum going. It starts there, and then the big thing that's killed us all the first half, hold on to the ball.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. That's killed us.
Huge issue.
We hold on to the ball. It's probably 17-7 right now at least, if not more. But fumbles are part of the game. Hopefully we got the ball security issues fixed. At halftime, I'm sure there's some offensive line adjustments. Defense, for the most part, played really well. The last two drives that Ripley did have, they started to spread aside a little bit and kind of move the ball a little bit, which I'm sure we've adjusted to that as well.
Tyler, one thing we haven't talked about is off topic a little bit, but we are in a football game that some of your guys will end up at. Right. You're coaching the Alamo Red Devils, you and Sam Berry. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So for those of you that do not know, Alamo Elementary has the 5th and 6th graders that choose to stay there. Football team, we're the Alamo Red Devils. I coach with who I recently talked about, Sam Berry. We play teams like USJ, TCA, JCS, Trenton, South Gibson, Chester County. It's one of those things where, I got approached with this, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. I love the youth around here. I love kids. I don't have any of my own, so I kind of take everybody else's kids in. But I love teaching the game of football to get them up to and I talk to them all the time. And one good thing, the last game of the year, we're actually playing on this field. Coach Ward was kind enough to let us get a game out here, so that's going to be awesome for the boys.
Yeah, that'll be awesome for sure.
Yeah, I remember I was a part of the first team that brought Alamo Red Devil football back. Me as the quarterback, Coach Austin out there, Dustin Taylor, Jonathan Jurnett. We had a great time. That was really memorable. I spoke to Tyler about how he was actually reffing for us.
Yeah.
Reffing for us on this field as we played the Crockett County Middle School.
That's right.
So that's a special program, and it couldn't be in any better hands right now.
And real quick before we start the third quarter, one I think it's cool. So my daddy played for the Alamo Red Devils. So I grew up, of course, it was on a VHS, but they had his highlight film of his senior year. So growing up, I watched it a lot. I love football. I watched it a lot. They called themselves the Wrecking Crew. His senior year, they won the Real Foot Conference, which at that point was kind of the state tournament. They won that. There was no more ball to be played. And then I got the opportunity to do this, so it's really cool. My dad likes it, obviously.
I'm sure he does.
So, it's an awesome opportunity for me, and I love it. Like I said, I love the kids. So
you're also stepping in to the middle school baseball job. Jordan Mosier, my brother, me, Walby, together coaching that team. Head coach will be you. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. We had tryouts recently, got a lot of talented kids coming up. And we'll touch base on that here in a second as the Cavs are set to kick off to Ripley.
Hurst with a big boot.
Another good kick. Get in the end zone.
And it goes out of bounds.
Took a bad turn on him. Oh, we got a little extracurricular going on right there.
That's Brody Parlow.
Brody
coming
Parlow.
off the field.
Brody Parlow getting into a little scuffle. Ripley will start with pretty good field position.
And that was a pretty good kick by Avery. It literally hit the turf and took a side turn on him.
Right.
He could probably kick that 10 times, and the other 9 it rolled to the end zone. Here comes Ripley again with spread again. I mean, look at these receivers, how close they are to the sideline. Spreading this out.
Snap. Handoff.
Good
And Austin
pursuit.
Carroll's there.
Attaboy.
Dre Walker's there.
Great
job.
defensive pursuit right there.
Austin Carroll started it, and Dre definitely came in to clean it up. Great job by both of those guys.
Austin Carroll has played a really good game so far.
He has.
He played great last week.
He's really stepping up into this role, and I think as the season goes, he's really going to grow.
Second and about
Snap.
13.
Awkward handoff,
Right.
still on his feet, and he is taken down for a short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and long for Ripley here.
And that's one of them plays where, you know, the read option, I love it. I do love it, but it gets iffy at times. It looked like the running back wanted to run with it, but the quarterback wanted to keep it right there. So it kind of slowed things down, let the Cavs swarm to the ball.
So here we are, 3rd and long. Ripley
Let's go,
snap,
boys.
looks to pass. A lot of time, gets some pressure.
Tackle. Oh.
And Hobson stops him right at the first down marker as he crosses it. It'll be Ripley 1st down. He had a lot of time back there.
And you know, last week, Jordan, when I watched the live stream and you were obviously doing the game, it looked like that's how Northside got a lot of yards on scramble drill by the quarterback.
Yes, absolutely. That quarterback was a great quarterback.
Yeah.
We said that many times.
Handoff, another awkward handoff. He tries to get to the outside, and Hobson there hits him hard, but another big gain for Ripley as they're moving the ball really well, and they cross into Crockett County territory.
We're kind of lucky he was kind of stutter stepping. I think if he'd have hit that, if he'd have bounced that immediately.
Yeah. He didn't know if he was getting the ball or not.
Right. But this goes back to Ripley spreading this out like they did the last few series.
Snap. Fakes it.
Quarterback run.
And he's up the middle, still on his feet. Hobson.
Good hit.
Gabe Dupree.
Put a lick on him.
Put a lick on him. Hobson tried to get his ankles, but he moves the chains.
That's one of them hits you want to get excited about, but we did it 20 yards down the field.
Right.
So, but overall, great hit by Gabe. He's also played a great game tonight.
Yes, he has.
Come on, boys, let's get him. Come on.
Snap. Handoff, has a lot of room. Still on his feet, and he moves the chains again.
They're driving right now.
Well, first and foremost, they're winning the line of scrimmage right now.
And that's where it starts.
They are pushing us back. Definitely need to do something. Maybe bring some pressure. Maybe get them a little off track, going backwards a little bit.
Snap, high snap, still gets the handoff, cuts it up, but he's met by a host of Cavaliers.
And right there, Grant Carroll blitzed, which, you know, he got blocked, but it freed up somebody else. So that may be what we need to start doing, kind of blitzing more.
Well, you know, Ernest's nephew, number 54, Nolan, he turned that play back in.
Yeah.
He was there to stop it there and turn it back in.
Here comes 23 again.
Number 1 having shoe issues. He runs off the field. Rolls under 9 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Ripley up 7-3. Driving the ball right now.
Big play right here.
Snap. Keeper up the middle, nobody there.
Touchdown.
Still on
Wide
his feet.
open. Wide
Demo
open.
hits him, and that is a Ripley touchdown. That'll bring your score 13-3.
And you got never mind. You got a Ripley Tiger really struggling to stay on his feet there.
You know, that's the thing with that read option. There's so many options, especially in that quarterback. I'm telling you, we've talked about it all night long about the athlete he is, and he's really torching us right now.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure we'll put a spy on him next time. But the kick is good.
Extra point by Ty Crawford is good.
Bring your score 14-3. Ripley up here in the 3rd quarter. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left to play. Crockett County has got to get something going right here. They have to answer that touchdown.
Now is when you lock in, you answer back, and you bring this ball game back within reason. If you do not score here, this could get ugly.
Yeah. And the big thing is, I mean, you got stars out there. You got a lot of talent. Here goes one of them back to return to kick. Hopefully they kick it to him. Number 7, Deuce Greenhill. But you look at them guys. Your leaders of the team say, "Hey, it stops right now." We're going to drive the field, score, and then they don't. We hold them on defense and changes the game. But like you said, Justin, if we don't do anything right here, it does have. It's not over, but it does have the potential to kind of get ugly on us, and then we get in scramble mode. I don't think they'll kick it deep, but once again, hopefully they do.
You never know.
Never know.
So here we go. Here's the kick. He kicks it high and short, bounce.
Go get it.
And he picks it up, number
45. That's Luke Beard.
Luke Beard with the heads-up play to pick the ball up.
Luke Beard on the
Just not much of an opportunity there to make a return for him. I would have loved to see Luke give it an opportunity to run that ball, though.
The way Luke kind of hesitated at it, I almost say Demo was coming in wanting to get it.
Right.
But then once it hit the ground, Demo's like,
He had to
Luke's
grab
like,
it.
I got to get on the ball.
Yeah, that's a smart play there.
Good job,
Smart
by
play
Luke.
to pick it up. I see what you're talking about. He wanted Demo to get it.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially the way, as electric as he's been on kickoffs.
Right.
Right now we have nobody over to Demo. There's kind of a safety slider to that
Greenhill.
side. Come on, Deuce.
Snap, gives it
Let's
to
go,
him,
Deuce.
cuts it up, turns the Jets on.
Go, Deuce.
Still on his feet.
Go, Deuce.
Still
He's got
on his
room.
feet.
Deuce is loose.
50, 40,
That's gonna be a
30,
touchdown.
20, 10, 5. Deuce Greenhill, Crockett County touchdown, and it makes this game 14-9.
Hey, that's
what a run.
That's what we needed right there. The crowd's into it. Look at the sideline right now. That is exactly what Crockett needed right there. Deuce definitely got loose on that one.
Deuce outran the camera on that one.
I'm sure he did.
And we apologize if there's any delay in video and audio. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll try to figure that out.
And that just showed Deuce's, he's more than just elusive. That was a real tough run. Avery, the kick is up. Kick is good. Brings our score 14-10. Ripley leading. Crockett with a big answer right there.
Ripley 14, Crockett County 10.
But once again, great run by Deuce. And I kind of, I brought it up when he went out for kick out. That's, when you get down like that, that's when your stars need to show up. He definitely showed up. Like the play call, getting him running sideways. He does good on the cutbacks. And now, right now, if we can just hold him, and we can go from there.
Ripley had him.
They did. They did.
And he was determined right there. He was not going to be stopped. And kudos to him. He brings this ball game back to something that we needed really bad.
Right, and like I said, I brought up the sideline. They went crazy. The crowd was going crazy. The players on the field were going crazy. That's exactly what we needed right there. But now here's the issue though, Justin. The last 3 series, Ripley's looked really good on offense. We have to stop them. We have to stop them. We can't let them go down there and score again. Do something to slow them down. Avery Hurst set to kick off.
Hurst
Good
with a
kick.
Good kick.
Boom!
Oh.
Right off the pylon. No, I was about to say, that is not a flag.
As he's about to throw the flag, Coach Shelton's down there all over
I'm
him.
about to say Coach Shelton and Tony Emerson down there.
And now another referee throws the flag.
That is not.
They're going to come in and talk about it.
Coach Ward's about to go crazy right here. If they can throw a flag right here, look, he's already out there. There's no way it hit the pylon.
Coach Shelton was all over the referee right there.
Did they pick it up? No. That's not right. That is not right. I'll prove it. If someone dives into the end zone and hits the pile. Line. What is it? touchdown.
Touchdown.
So there we go.
And
But it's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, regardless of where Ripley gets the ball, we have to stop them.
so now you look at Hurst, and that's a couple kicks to the left side of the field. He needs to make an adjustment.
Wind could be a factor, like you brought up earlier. I don't know if the ball's pushing it that way, or he
Right.
could be kicking it that way.
Snap.
Yep.
Quarterback
run.
keeps, and Carroll's all over it.
Good tackle,
He has
wrap up.
been all over the field tonight. Great job to Austin
No,
Carroll.
it's-
Smith on the
Extracurricular.
keeper, tackled by Austin Carroll for a loss on the play of 1.
And we got a Crockett County Cavalier down right now.
Can't tell the number on
Looks
that.
like Big Z, number
Yeah.
76.
On that play over there, Gabe Dupree got in a shoving match with the receiver. That's something we don't really need right now. Gabe's had a great game, but we don't need to give Ripley any momentum with a penalty.
Maybe a
It
cramp.
looks like a
It looks
cramp.
like a cramp,
Looks like a
yeah,
cramp
we gotta
right
hope
there.
for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a cramp. Coach Ward doesn't seem too concerned as far as it being a serious injury. There we go.
Right.
We got him up. Yeah, good deal.
He's been nursing the ankle a little bit, and
Yeah,
that
you can
probably
tell
kept
he's
him out a few
cramping the way
plays,
he's
yeah.
walking.
Mhm.
Get him some fluids on the sideline. Get him back out there. So.
The coaching staff has to be frustrated with that call that just took
Man,
place. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, before as soon as Coach Ward saw the flag, he was out by the numbers talking to the refs and then,
Right.
So here we go. Big Z getting helped off the field.
And speaking of the Red Devils, but that's something I teach my boys: grab them and hang on.
Right.
We got help on the way, and if help's not on the way, that's an issue. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we did a great job right there.
Get to the ball.
Quarterback's a big boy. Get him and hang on. Your friends are coming.
Move to the ball.
Looks like we're under
Snap.
pressure.
Carroll off the edge, but he cuts it up the middle and hit.
I don't think he read Carroll coming.
Thompson
that
on
was
the carry.
happened.
I like what we did right there with Carroll because
Yeah.
that quarterback kept it. But we made an
Right.
adjustment to that. Now we got to follow through on the backside of that.
Exactly.
So Ripley with the big gain. 7 minutes 30 left. 14-10. Ripley's ahead right now and driving the football. Going
Spreading this out again.
empty backfield here. Snap, high snap
He's
again.
running.
He's just looking for a hole at this
Yeah.
point.
And Jake Knox
Wrap
contained him,
Good.
pushed him back inside, and a lot of Cavaliers cleaned it up.
Smith on the keeper. Thompson and Carroll on the tackle.
I'm gonna tell you, the quarterback for Ripley's tough. He's a tough kid. He's more than just an athlete. He's shifty, got some speed, but he also lowers his shoulder.
And he's playing both ways.
That's right. He's a tough kid. Got second and about 5. It looks like. Let's go, boys.
Here's the
We're
snap.
coming, we're
Another
coming.
high snap. Awkward.
Oh,
and he
my God.
grabbed it. That's a very, very aware play by the quarterback. He's right there at the first down. I don't think they give it to him just yet. But they've had a little trouble on their handoffs.
They have. And I'm gonna tell you something that something we could do. I'd bring a blitz right over the center. Let him see it.
Yeah.
Even if it don't work, give him something else to think about. Because like you said, it hadn't been the quarterback. The snaps have been high.
Mm-hmm.
Just even if you show it and back up, give him something else to look at. Because he has snapped. The quarterback saved him. He's had to make a bunch of
Empty
there's
backfield.
another
Snap. And he
He got
looks
it.
to get it. But, yeah, they're having a lot of trouble on the snap, which is probably causing delays in the handoff.
Right.
So everything is not functioning how it should.
Quarterback
right
has to come off. His helmet came off, so he has to come out for a play. See what they do here. Last time this happened, they elected to use a timeout. I don't know. They don't even have a quarterback. I guess here he comes now.
5 minutes 45. You got about 15 seconds on the play clock as the backup runs out.
I'm gonna say this has been one of their receivers throughout the game. I'm gonna say they're either gonna hand this off, just a straight handoff, or run him.
Snap, high snap again.
There's your
Awkward.
run. Good.
And there he is.
Good defense right there. Good
Meets
job.
him. And that was
You got a host of Cavaliers right there.
Nolan Turner in there. Ernest was talking about him earlier, and Nolan Turner makes a great play and meets him at the line of scrimmage and pushes him back.
Josh Simmons and Carson Bridger were in there as well. But like I said, that's what you want to see. You want to see a flock of Maroons every time they run the ball. Let's hit them. Let's hit them. Let's bring the pain. And not to hurt him, but this quarterback's run all over. So let's start to give him some licks, and hopefully he'll get tired of running. Let's see here. Second and about 12, it looks like.
Snap. High snap
again. Ball.
Get on it.
Well done. Oh,
get on it.
Oh,
Dre tries to run with it. Austin Carroll covers it up. That will be a Crockett County ball. Turnover by Ripley, and we talked about it several times there. Bad snap, and now it turns out good.
Yep.
For Crockett County.
Now you have to make them pay for it. Bottom line.
And I don't. It's hard as an athlete. Dre wants to pick it up. He wants to score.
If he picks it up clean, it's a house call by him.
But right there, understand the situation. We need the football back.
That's right.
Fall on it. But Austin Carroll's there again around the football, makes another play, and Crockett County will take over. 4 minutes, 38 left.
Looks like Ben Burgess is splitting out this time. Maybe a little wildcat formation with Deuce.
We did that last year.
Okay. We got
late in the year.
Deuce and Dre. I like it. I mean, show them something different. They keep bringing all that pressure. Show them something different.
Dre in motion, snap, Deuce to the right, cuts it
out.
out, boy, turns on the Jets, hits the outside. Great
what
block
a great
by
field
Carson.
Vision there.
And he's still on his feet.
Stay on it.
Great block on the outside by Carson Burgess.
You talk about making an adjustment. Surprise factor. He just did it.
I cannot say enough how big of a block that was. Deuce did not score, but he gave him an extra 10 yards right there.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Ripley wants to keep bringing pressure like that. We put 3 weapons in the backfield.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
They don't know where it's going.
They didn't know where
they can't. They can't key one area.
And then we sent Dre in motion and ran power that way, and Deuce just did what he does.
Again, you got to make them pay though.
That's right.
You got to answer this right here.
Yeah, we need 7 on the board right now. We don't need a field goal. So, and I'm sure Coach Ward in this instance he's probably going to gamble on 4th down if we get to that point. Hopefully we don't.
Likely.
Deuce still in the backfield, sends Dre out left. Snap, runs that way. Gabe Dupree with a big block.
Go Deuce.
Deuce on his feet.
Running
driving his legs. And once again, if you roll back and look at Gabe Dupree's block right there, we're hungry right now. We want it.
Deuce needs a little breather right here, and DK's coming back in along with Omari and Hobson. So, yeah, Ben's going to go back to QB.
I'd love to see Dre right here catch a touchdown pass.
That would be great right now.
And it looks like Ripley's a little winded right now.
Yeah, we put it on fast.
We're making them, and like Justin said, I mean, one of their best players is the quarterback. He's out there. He's gasping for air.
DK pounds it up the middle.
Go
still
DK.
on his feet. Still driving.
Go
still
DK.
on his
Dre's
feet.
pushing.
He's going to make him work for it.
What an absolute great run as he pushes across and gets the first down for Crockett County, and this is huge. We got to put it in the end zone.
Right now, this is the best offensive series for Crockett County.
That's right. And I love the fight right there. One, DK is a load to bring down by himself. And when he initially broke that first stream of Ripley Tigers, Dre went in there with him, pushing him, and I love the fight by the team right now.
Looks like they're bringing in somewhat of a heavy package as Jake Knox comes in, number 35.
With it being run power right here.
Right.
Exert your will. Let them come. Here it comes.
Here it comes. DK, big power, pushes.
Go again.
Just keep it going.
And now let's see what the Crockett County Cavaliers do as we are so close to scoring a touchdown right here, and we need it desperately. 2 minutes 45 left. Ripley 14, Crockett County 10, as Crockett County is beating on the door to take the lead.
And this is where Crockett's so dangerous. You got so many options right here.
Ben Burgess in the backfield with DK Woods. Here's the snap. Handoff DK. And nothing doing.
Got it. Maybe a yard.
Maybe.
So it brings up 3rd down. And like you said earlier, Tyler, this is 4th down territory if we get there.
I'm making this call with the intent that if we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
Just like the ball.
Well, if nothing else, at the end of the day, best case scenario, we all want Crockett to score, but it's going to put Ripley right there.
Like the fumble earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But this is where you build as a team too. Hey, we're not settling for field goals.
Snap. DK again. and he's short. Oh, he's
He's
still on his
up.
feet.
I
Did
think
they
they
blow
blew
him
him dead,
dead?
but he good fight by DK regardless.
He's trying to find that end zone.
You know, I'd like to see something different. You know, I'd like to see him get thrown off on that play. The first two, I don't mind DK.
Yeah,
but
well, you got to feed him, and then on that one, maybe a little. Jet sweep
that's
backs and
exactly
maybe
what I was about to say.
Even if you do hand it to DK, just get them looking at something different. But
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, too, and Coach Pratt and Coach Brady, a great offensive line coach for Crockett County.
Absolutely.
We used to exert our will, and that may be what the message Coach Ward's sending. Hey, we've been bullied up to this point on the line because they've been sending people. DK ain't really done a whole lot. They've kind of we're going to score right here. We're running the ball. Here, they know what's coming.
Well, they want to stack the box.
Right. Let's it's the thing about it. At times you got to exert your will.
Exactly. Hey, I got an interesting text on that field goal attempt earlier. Clay Lewis reached out to me. He's here.
Great kicker for Crockett.
Yeah, and he's a TSSAA official as of late as last year. He said, I think that was the right call. He said, it depends on where it hit the pylon, and that would dictate which line the ball crossed first. Head on would be OB. If it hit the inside, it would be TB. So there's two different things it could have been.
Great insight. I appreciate a ref's perspective from that.
As a Crockett County fan, it hit the inside.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Clay, if you're listening.
No, Clay was a great kicker for Crockett.
He absolutely was.
Yeah, he
Played
was.
at Lambeth, is that right?
Yes, he did.
That's all right.
Yep.
So here we go again. We're out.
Got shotgun.
2 yards away, and they're bringing them. You can see right now they're bringing them.
Run, power
snap.
right. There we go.
Here comes Gabe. Cuts it up, and he does not get it.
He didn't get it.
You just can't get it.
You gotta get that ball in the end zone there. You got 3 downs there that went nowhere. I don't, in my opinion, I don't know that I wouldn't have went back to the Wildcat.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, the only reason Deuce is down here sitting down. When he made that run, he didn't go in at all. So I don't know if he's whether he's catching his wind right now, maybe dealing with a little something. Yeah. Because that last run he did not go in after that, and he's sitting over here. I don't know if he's dealing with a little tweak or anything. He's back up now, but hey, at the end of the day, let's stop him right here, get the ball back. And,
Snap,
and
handoff. He's got some room, and he's running. Oh, hard hit.
Fumble. We got the ball.
Great job by Marion Hobson with a big hit. And who comes up with it again? Austin Carroll.
He's had a huge game. I mean, you can't. I mean, if right now, if you had to hand of MVP to this game right now, for the Cavaliers side, it's him. He's been on the ball every down.
Amarian smoked him, head jarred back, big hit, and Austin Carroll there to clean it up.
This goes back to which it was kind of before, but we have to stop giving them opportunity. We got to put it in right now.
Yep.
Yeah, you
have to.
Look at you got Deuce on the outside one-on-one, and I don't know if we're having more clock issues or. We got Ripley players coming on and off. I don't know what's going on here.
This kind of issue just gives them more time to do those subs and stuff that you don't want.
Yeah, Deuce out here on the island. I like that.
Demo in motion, snap, handoff Demo, jet sweep.
Outside.
DeKylan.
Good block.
Good. Still on his feet. Demo's still on his feet.
Running the ball hard.
And DeKylan.
He laid a lick.
And he's feeling it right now.
Yeah. DK laid the lumber.
What a run, man!
Demo he has run the ball hard on that kickoff. He laid a lick. He's running.
He's fired up.
Yeah,
man. He's laying licks.
I'm gonna tell you, the skilled players got some juice right now. They're running the ball hard. Even when we got stopped, DK was running it hard. Gabe, it took almost the entire Ripley team to take him down.
Yeah, there's been no issue with effort from those
The effort
skilled
has
players.
been there.
Yeah.
The blocking, and I've talked to y'all about that before the game started. I've talked about it in the first half. The blocking by the skill players.
Yes.
I was and I think that kind of separated me a little bit, but I put forth with Coach Brady a big emphasis going into my senior year on blocking. And so I love to see when the skill guys block.
It's key.
And they've done all of them have done such a good job. But at the end of that, you can't just block. The running back's got to finish the runs, and we're doing it right now.
Any football coach is going to tell you have to win those one-on-ones.
That's right.
You have to win them. As long as you're winning those, you're going to have success.
Yeah, but especially after that run, I mean, got the fumble, got a great run. We have to put the ball in the end zone. Have to put the ball in the end zone.
So here we go. 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ripley still up 14-10. Crockett County again looking to score the football, and here we go. Wildcat formation. What I would have liked to seen last time, but like Tyler said, maybe a breather. Sends Dre in motion.
Maybe running DK the opposite way this time.
Snap, fumble, but he gets it. Still on his feet,
still running
and
hard.
the fumble kills it right there.
Slow to produce that play there.
Yep.
Hurts you.
I think we could run a counter back to
right.
whether it
Show
is
left and hit
right, and it'll be there because they're keying Deuce, which rightfully so. I would too after the way he's running tonight. But looks like there's an injury. Hopefully it's just a cramp on the young man, and it looks like it is. Yep. So.
And now as we see a Wildcat formation, let's, like you're saying, let's throw in a little something here. Even if it's a different look, they're sending everybody now.
And
I'm not sure if Deuce can throw it over the top, but maybe
you talked about it. You talked about it you talked about it before the game. We've talked about it some during the game, but with them bringing everybody, I like a fake run with a hot pass to Dre.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because they're bringing everybody. If you fake that run, that's something we hadn't showed. And Dre is
where they're crashing, where they crash down. Yeah.
Dre is such a big body, such a good athlete. And what else is he? He's a basketball player. Throw it up.
Yeah. Let him go get it.
Let him go get it. But whatever we do, I don't care if we run quarterback sneak right up the middle. We got to score right here.
Yes, big opportunity. You cannot pass up.
But it's like both of y'all have said all game long. The fumbles have killed us. Missed opportunities such as this. Like we have to make their fumbles hurt.
Yeah.
So we got to put this in the end zone.
Yeah, turnovers don't really matter a lot if you don't make them pay for it.
Right. They look like this young man had a cramp, but he sure is laying there. So hopefully that's all he is dealing with. It looks like, oh Lord, it looks like they were stretching both legs. Double cramp. Oh yeah, look at the way he's walking. It's never good. From somebody that cramped a lot, them double leg cramps are never
Hey,
fun.
if I was out there right now, I'd be cramping all over.
Funny story about Coach Pratt. He's like, you got to drink water during games. I said, Coach Pratt, give me a break and I will. I never come off the field. But no, we got to put the ball in the end zone right here. Looks like this young man's getting off the field.
Looks like we're going to go back into Wildcat.
Yeah, being
Ben
split back
Burgess
out.
split out to the right. Carson and Demo out to the left.
And I'm good with a little jet sweep motion right here just to get them moving.
Yeah, something. Still waiting for the young man to get off the field. Demo going back out right.
Right, yep.
And we got the clock's rolling right now, 24 seconds. Do snap. Fakes the handoff.
Good blocking.
And there it is.
Great blocking.
Crockett County takes the lead 16-14 with Deuce Greenhill with another touchdown for Crockett County.
Deuce is an elite athlete, but I'm going to tell you, he scored right there because of blocking.
Yeah,
Great play call, way to mix it up with a little misdirection, and everybody, I'm going to miss somebody, but everybody on that left side had that wall sealed off. He literally walked in.
He walked
Carson
in.
Burgess had a great block earlier, had a great block there. Let's see if Hurst can give us a 3-point lead here. Snap, kick.
Good.
And there we have it. Crockett County takes a 17-14 lead with 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Crockett County responds.
Ripley 14.
Now, once again, this goes where you got to kind of not close it out this early in the game, but let Ripley know, hey, you're done moving the ball.
Right.
So with 15 seconds in the third quarter, you got Crockett 17, Ripley 14. It's been kind of a game full with both teams making fumbles. Fumbles have been a big key to this game for both teams. And just like me and Justin were talking about last drive, the drive before, the center snaps have been high for the great. And this kid's great. The quarterback for Ripley's great. I don't care what he throws for, whatever. He is a great football player, playing both ways. The snaps have been high for him, so maybe that can be a factor on this drive as well for us.
No wind right now, so hopefully Hurst can get it into the end zone. Here we go. He boots it, goes left again, and it's out of bounds again. Coach Ward.
Brody Parlow, I think the kick before, the boy got the best of him and they started scuffling a little bit after it. I think Brody made up for it that time. He put him in the ground.
Brody for you. That's Brody for you.
Yeah.
Brody got a little Coach Parlow.
That's right. Hey,
Brody's got a brother that played great quarterback.
He
here.
did.
Cade Parlow
was very smart.
Yeah. Cade was one of my favorite Cavaliers of all time, and I don't even know if he remembers it, but I told him when he was in high school because when I played, he was way out there playing catch with.
Yeah. Yep.
Cade
and Luke.
Little Cade Parlow, little Luke Pratt.
Yeah, that's right. Cade and Luke.
So Ripley takes over with great field position again. Sends him in motion, snaps the ball a little high again.
32 again.
Sends it out wide.
Good.
And he's still on his feet.
Got to wrap up.
Big Z looks like he's down.
Again. Yep.
He was following the play down the line.
Hopefully another cramp. Hopefully another cramp is all it is.
Looks like the time expired there for the third, so we're going into the fourth quarter with a lead, 17-14. Crockett County out to check on Big Z.
Hoping that's just a cramp.
I hope it is too. They're looking at his. I don't know.
Like I said earlier, he's been nursing.
It's hard to tell, because cramps. You get the right cramp and it hurts so bad in the kids, but also,
it looks like a cramp.
I'd like to remind you that following tonight's fourth quarter, it's the fifth quarter.
Hopefully it's just a cramp. He can get back in there and help us out. But on that play, we had him, and for a minimal gain and let him get away. And I'm gonna tell you something, Ripley. Like I said, we don't have a roster for them, but 23 and 32 are not the biggest players in the world. But they run the ball very well for them. They run it hard.
We talked about Demo and Squirt being some of the fastest out there, but I don't know. They're pretty close.
Yeah, they get after it, but they run it hard. Them little boys are running it hard, but it goes back to where we got a gang tackle on the quarterback and them little guys, and sometimes the little guys are harder to hang on to. But just grab some cloth and hang on, and I tell my boys, if you're out there hanging on, I better have 10 friends coming to help you. It's all about running to the football, and that's at every level. Swarming defense is what you want, and especially with the way they've been doing, they're running a bunch of side-to-side stuff mixed in with the quarterback run up the middle, get to flying around, hit them in the mouth, and let's play some football right here. It's fourth quarter time. It's time to shine right here. Win the ball game.
Players on both sides tonight having issues with cramps. It's really hot, muggy out here.
And you can see him as he's coming off. He's just drenched in sweat. So, out there playing hard. All right, here we go.
Here's the snap. Fumble.
Got it. And now that was a good snap. Maybe up a hair, but the quarterback, it looked like he was trying to fake the handoff or hand it off, either one, before he got the ball. Right, that's right.
It's almost like his muscle memory, his eye level is already up.
Going up.
Because of the snaps.
That's a good point. Good point.
So when he gets a good one, he's kind of already expecting that to go high.
Yeah, but that's big. I mean, that backed him up. We got third and about 7 or 8 right now, 8. So, you know, they were second and short, and that's third and 8. So, once again, we have to take.
Play clock, 5 seconds. Just gets it off. High snap, throws it outside, and incomplete. It's almost like wasn't really sure what went on there. It looked awkward.
Well, as soon as he threw it, he started pointing at somebody. So somebody messed up, or he, you know, I'm gonna say for the way that kid's played tonight, the receiver messed up.
Yeah. So 4th down for Ripley. Crockett County holds them. Let's see if they give Demo something to return.
Remember the first punt of the night they had was a high snap. That was a good snap.
Punt. He's going to have an opportunity here.
Come this way. Come to me.
Goes out, breaks it out left, and
man, he hits hard. He's running that ball. He makes him feel it, man.
He runs hard,
and you have Randall Perry.
He laid a lick.
Yep. Put somebody down.
He laid a lick. And that young gentleman is still down. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
But Randall popped him pretty good on that.
Great story about Randall Perry is last weekend after the Northside game. We called his name a lot. Bragged on him a lot. He had a great game, but he walked into the store in Crockett Mills Saturday morning and got a round of applause from the people that were in there.
That's
he was
awesome.
with his dad, Shane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shane called me Saturday, tell me about that and what it meant to that kid,
That's
for
great.
the community to cheer him on, and largely because of the live stream.
Yeah.
What they were able to see and what they were able
that's
to hear. So I was glad to hear that.
You know, the one of the biggest things that I've seen from him when Ben rolled out left and passed it across the field back to Demo for the touchdown, Randall rolled out and was right there ready. I mean, he was ready for whatever, ready to block, gave Ben a little bit more time. He could very well be the reason that play was able to.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, you know, like I said earlier, I'm friends with his uncle. He wanted whey protein for Christmas. You know, I mean, he worked hard.
That's a Perry for you.
Right.
Snap.
He worked hard and he was ready.
Handoff. DK looks to run up the middle. Great game.
There we go, DK. When he gets to rolling, it's hard to bring him down.
And his other uncle, Blake, I think was trying to give him dumbbells when he was 6 months old.
That's right.
Yeah. And Blake, if you're listening, I'm not buying you 120s for the gym.
Yeah, he does curls.
Everything in the gym, he needs bigger weight.
That's light for him.
Yeah.
Does arm curls with 120s.
We got a Drea size matchup.
Snap. Handoff back to DK. He picks up the first, still on his feet.
Feeding.
Another good gain for DK.
For a Cavalier first down.
Hey, we needed that. We need that first down.
Offensive line is starting to get some push now.
Yeah.
So good job to all those guys. DK starting to run it hard. Let's run some clock right here and put a drive together.
We're approaching 10 minutes. Play clock around 15 seconds. Ben Burgess set for the snap. Snaps the ball.
He's got to be offsides.
And we got some flags pointing towards Ripley.
5 yards. Replay 1.
I was about to say, he was.
And DK stepped in, picked it up nice.
Yeah. DK's coming off, hopefully just for a little breather. He does look winded. Had 2 real hard runs for us. Keep this momentum going.
Amarian lined up in the backfield. Amarian Hobson, number 4, lined up in the backfield with Ben Burgess. 2 weapons out on your right side. Deuce Greenhill, number 7. Dre Walker, number 6. Burgess looks to throw. Rolls. Cuts it back up. Still on his feet.
Fighting hard.
You got to give it to Ben there for fighting that hard. Yeah. I mean, sophomore quarterback, people all in his face.
It looks like somebody ran
the wrong route.
He was looking for them and they weren't there.
Yeah, the coaches were really giving it to the receivers right there.
Yeah, that's one of those things that Coach Pratt was really jump on us about if you ran the wrong route. That was not a good thing.
So it pushes Crockett back. Second down and long.
We got to get at least half of this back. Get it a manageable third down.
Here's the snap. Looks to throw outside, fakes it,
Throwing
throws
it
it
up.
deep. Has a
Go get it,
man.
Dre.
Go get it, Dre. And
There it is.
He picked the ball up. I mean, that was a
Attaboy,
great
Dre.
throw. I think that was a great catch. Great execution by the whole offense right there. He was in double coverage, y'all.
Go get.
They're wanting to go hurry up.
He had
right
two
now.
defenders in his face and still brought that ball in.
Go get it, Dre. Great job.
Ripley, hands on their hips, walking to where the ball's set, and Crockett's on the line wanting to go fast.
Here comes DK, a fresh DK with a dragging Ripley team. Let's punch him in the mouth right here.
And a perfect scenario for him.
But that goes back to what we said earlier. You know,
And Ripley knows it because they're going to call
Good
it
timeout. Good timeout.
Yeah, good timeout by them. Yeah, because their defensive line especially were lagging. But that's what we talked about earlier. You know, Dre, basketball player, throw it up,
Go
give him a
get
chance.
it.
You know,
He does it. He does it.
That was a great catch.
Great throw,
Great
great
awareness
catch. Yep.
to know where he was right there.
And being able to, get it over the defender's head,
Yeah.
knowing that Dre can go get
Well,
it, I think was
good,
key.
good play call with the pump fake to the bubble. You know,
Yeah.
And for Ben to bring it back into the pocket.
But all night, what have we done right there? We've thrown bubble,
Mm-hmm.
bubble. Then we fake it, and Dre, like I said, Dre went up and made a play.
Well, Ben made it look like he's fixing to roll out.
Yeah.
And then he pulls it back in and creates a pocket, giving him the time to throw it in. And again, over the defender's head.
Yeah.
I think if you don't throw it well over the defender's head in that scenario, you're not going to bring it in. If you don't have Dre out there,
Right.
somebody that can jump up there and grab it, that's almost impossible.
But big get right there. Big get. 2nd and 14 converting on that. Now, once again, let's put it in the end zone.
8 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
Ripley
Cavaliers
still
up
walking
3.
out there slow. We got a slight jog now. They're getting gas. But in all honesty, I think a lot of their players are kind of going both ways.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know.
But I've noticed several of ours are as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, but their hands are getting on them hips,
Yeah.
which ain't a good sign for Ripley.
Yeah.
You know, especially when big 32s.
Deuce in motion. Fakes the handoff, gives to DK, and he's stuffed.
Man, they brought it. They brought number 7.
If he is in the backfield, they're going to bring it.
Yep, number 7 came off the edge, and nobody touched him, which, I mean, he's a linebacker. You know, I don't really know the blocking responsibilities on that specific play, but it looked like on that one they brought too many for us to block.
It was 2 men in one gap.
Yeah, brought too many for us to block right there.
You had 72 and you had 70 both come to the same gap.
Right.
I'd love this is what I'd really love right here. I'd love them to bring in Dre on a tight end position
I think they're
and
supposed to
fake a handoff for him up the seam.
Yep.
Yeah, he's coming in at tight end right now.
As they bring so much pressure, he should be wide open across the middle. Snap.
Misdirection.
And
Good
here comes
play
DK.
call.
DK with nothing but
Deuce,
grass.
Deuce Greenhill, great block.
Absolutely
Crockett County
great block.
23,
Deuce is
Ripley
flexing.
14. 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go, and Crockett County takes a great lead.
And I'm gonna tell you know, and like I said, I mean, DK, great job running right there, great play call.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Deuce Greenhill once
Made
again,
a
great block.
Huge block.
And what did he do? Flexed for blocking for his teammate. I get fired up over that. Okay, it's great when you're scoring, but when you're doing something so your buddy can score.
When you have wide open gaps like that, it's a responsibility. That's a response for.
And we had a block there, but well, either way you cut it, no good. Crockett County 23, Ripley 14. 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Our defense needs to come out and make a statement. Let's shut them down. Let's not even make this game close like last week. Let's get this over with.
Yep. And once again, that was a great run by DK. Great play call. I mean, he like the play call when Deuce walked in. DK literally coasted in.
Well, the execution.
The execution was great. The blocking was great. But we need to hold them right here, and we could kind of put it away. Say so.
DK's not going to get very many opportunities where he has wide open space. He's typically going to have to run over 2 or 3 people because they're coming at him. Yep. So you got to brag on everybody on that offense to bring that together and make it work the way it did.
You know, you see several play calls that went a little bit different. We haven't seen that tonight.
No.
So on the touchdown earlier, on that touchdown there, you're giving them a little bit of something different to look at.
Right.
So I think so far so good.
Yep.
I like the mix-up. Let's see if Hurst can correct it going the opposite way.
That's right. We changed sides now, so maybe we can.
Let it work to our advantage.
Right.
Here's the kick. Big boot.
Big kick.
Big kick. That's a good one right there. He's going to bring it out.
He's going to bring it out.
No, went in the end zone. Yep.
Yeah, back foot touch.
Yep, back foot hit.
Good adjustment there. After the last one, Coach Ward went over to him, talked to him for a second. He made the adjustment there. That's all you can ask for.
That's it.
And now Coach Ward goes back, gives him a high five. Good coaching there.
Especially with a kicker, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to keep them in the game all
Yeah.
the time because you never know when you're going to need them. To make a big kick.
Snap, bad snap, but
23 again.
running back picks it up and he's
again.
on the
He
move.
may be gone.
Outside,
Ooh,
great tackle there by Ian.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ian Greenberg
Last
right
minute.
there,
We-
number
we-
19. Great
There is
save.
a flag.
Demo May could have ran
17-yard
him
pick
down.
up on the play. First
He was
down,
Holding,
Ripley.
holding on Ripley.
That's a good thing for us. But Ian, again, going back, you got so many sophomores, so many juniors playing. Him to get that last second save right there. I mean, even if the flag didn't happen,
Right.
He was.
and
Demo,
he
like I
stopped.
said,
He stopped a touchdown.
Demo May have ran him. He kind of had it maybe, but that was a great tackle by that young man for sure.
Offense number 56.
But on a run
10
like that,
penalty.
we love the good holding call.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, you're always hoping.
Let's push him back.
You're always just scanning the field for that yellow flag.
Right, but that puts it first and long for Ripley. In all honesty, other than the scramble drill, when he's got in the scramble, they really haven't put many pass plays together. So I look for a QV run or something to get some of this
Snap.
back right here. And
Keeper
there he goes.
up the middle, but
Good tackle, good.
you got several Cavaliers, and on top to finish it up was Austin Carroll.
He's on it, y'all. He's on it.
Looks like Colton Mayo was in also on that tackle. So good job by Colton.
And Colton, again, last week he was all over the ball too. He's another young one that, or no, he's not. He's a senior, I think, but he's been a physical player so far.
Snap, looks to pass, has all the time in the world, throws it to the outside. No catch, but great effort there.
And I'm gonna tell you that's probably one of the few mistakes the Ripley quarterback's made. He had him there the whole time.
Yeah.
And looking that direction, he just saw him late, I guess.
Get the ball out a little
Right.
bit quicker.
And third down, big stop, big momentum stop.
Third and long here, 6 minutes, 18 seconds. Crockett County has the lead 23-14. And the defense is playing great right now.
That deuce back playing safety or center field in this case, as I like to call it.
There's the snap, high snap.
Wheel route. Oh,
And he had a few guys there that would have got the first down. He had two people right in the area of the ball. Brings up fourth down. And here comes their punt team.
Yeah, fourth down deep in their territory. They have to punt here.
Oh yeah.
We just have to make something out of it.
We got Demo back again. I'd like to see him get loose one more time.
We're going to have great field position. Let's see, Demo here. Set back.
I remember seeing Demo last year, but what grade is he in? Let's see.
He's a junior.
Junior? Good.
Big contributor last year.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Snap.
Offsides.
I think there was a lot of Ripley players running onto the field at the very last
Too
minute.
many, yeah.
Didn't want to waste the time out there.
There was one that released way before that ball was.
I'm gonna back him up in this case.
Player did not become set. 5-yard penalty.
There was a lot of movement on the Ripley side there. Pushes them back a little bit more.
Looks like we're going to take or decline it, looks like. Yep, we're going offense.
So here we are, Crockett County's offense coming back onto the field. 6 minutes, 23-14 in the fourth quarter. You don't
5-yard penalty is declined. Be first down red.
You don't need to get too conservative here. There's still quite a bit of time left, and Ripley has a few timeouts.
I've been called crazy before, but shouldn't the ball be? There we go. I was about to say. I was like, am I losing my mind watching this?
They're about to give us great.
I was like, they helping us out. I mean, we was going to let them do it.
We don't go for it. We just want to go with it. But.
It's like, hold up, they're setting up.
Blame it on them, not us.
That's right. That's right. But the Crockett County Cavaliers can definitely put the game away with a good drive right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dre Walker in motion. Burgess takes the snap, pitch out to DK.
Man. Just one step to the inside.
And look who it is.
Number 2, the quarterback.
You know, Dre is a big kid, and that kid next to him.
He's handling him. He's hard to handle.
He beat Dre on that block to tackle DK.
Yeah.
Think about that. I mean,
that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot.
That's two physical men you're going against right there.
And that young man is a very, very good player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good player. And he ain't coming out. Like, he's been rocked on offense
all night long.
Only time he came out was when his helmet came off.
He's a football player right there.
Snap. Burgess to DK.
DK pushing blockers.
Running his own blockers over. That play was the play that DK scored on earlier. It didn't look as good. But we're rolling down to about 5 minutes. And like I said earlier, you don't really want to get too conservative here because you've only run off about a minute on that clock.
And you're in third down situation.
They letting it roll now.
Play clock at 13 seconds.
I'd let it go. Looks like they're doing that too.
Burgess snaps.
Screen pass to Deuce.
Good move by Burgess to
Way
get
to
loose.
get out of there, Ben.
Good,
Deuce.
Good pitch.
Good pitch by Burgess.
He's close, but I think
he's so close. He's short. He's definitely short unless we just get a lucky spot. But
good pitch by Burgess
it's
there.
It's going to be about 3 short, I think, Tyler.
I think I'd go for it. I think they are.
You have to.
I'm going to tell you what I try to do right now. I'm going to let that clock go. I'm going to try to draw them off sides.
You can bet that from Coach Ward on this one.
Yeah. We done got them jumping off sides twice, and then I'm going to punt it. There. Ooh,
almost had him.
Man, that was close. That was close.
I'd snap it. I'd go for it.
They're fixing to.
We got 4, 3, 2 on the play clock.
Yeah, we're
try it again.
And they're going to take.
And the only reason I wouldn't, we're on. If we were past the 50, maybe. But that's 2 plays potentially for them. They're in the end zone and then onside kick. I'm making them go the length of the field.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Make them earn it. Yeah.
I like to see. I'm a little gutsy there. I like to see if we can pick up the 3. It runs down a little bit more of that clock, and they'd roughly have 3:35 to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
How much does it run off? But like you said, they could take 2 plays and the time still.
Well, and I think probably what went into some of that decision was the blitzing that Ripley has done this game. They've blown up a lot of plays, just bringing too many people for the linemen to block.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've seen a lot of football. Ripley's defense has kind of been unorthodox. I mean, they've went no safety, they went man to man. You don't see that in high school.
Yeah, they played risky football all night.
They have, but I mean, kudos to them. They're coming in to win. They're coming in to win, and
on the Demo touchdown that got brought back on the outside Carson Burgess, 2 cheated in so much on that he wasn't even guarding Demo.
Right.
So, like you said, a lot of unorthodox, a lot of different looks for a young quarterback and an inexperienced line.
It's a lot, especially this early in the year. But Crockett surely will hold on to win, but Crockett will learn a lot from this game.
Hurst set to punt, low snap.
I'm good with that roll
Good
ball.
punt.
Roll ball.
Good
Keep
punt.
going. Keep going. Keep going.
He picked it up. Cover. Good.
Right there. Good job.
And
Amarian Hobson.
not a great punt as far as a beautiful punt, what you want to see, but a great punt as far as what we need
Great for
right
the
there.
Well, a lot of
scenario you're
times,
in.
a lot of times you want to get the height on it to let your return team cover.
Get
But
down
with it
there.
being low,
Yep.
he wanted to get it off and not get it blocked.
Yep.
But I could tell by the way he kicked it, it was going to hit and roll.
And the roll gave him the time to get downfield.
That's right.
So 3 minutes, 33 seconds away from Crockett County coming out of here 2-0.
Yep. And that guy, that receiver's killed me all night. He's literally
Yeah,
been
He's
on their
the
sideline.
Makes it easy for the line judge, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Snap. Quarterback
Hold.
rolls out.
All night hold.
Throws it. Intercepted.
Intercepted. Could be a pick six.
Willie Walker cuts it back.
Oh, got him.
And
That's all right though.
Great
Great
job.
field position.
That's all right.
Hey,
No.
Hang on.
Get up, Dre.
Hold on.
He's all right.
There we go.
He's all right.
Yeah. Just a little bit slow there.
Oh yeah.
You never
Well,
wanna
it
see
kind of worried me the way you got tackled,
Yeah,
and then when he didn't jump up. But no, he's staying in on
Hey,
offense.
you got to
Good
remember
job.
too, there's an adrenaline dump right there when,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you make a pick.
Oh yeah.
So Ripley forces their defense to stop Crockett right here. If there is a score, this game is all but over right now. But if there's a score, it
That's the
shuts
nail
the
in the
door.
coffin. Yep, that's right. We about to get a heavy load of DK right here, if nothing else, to run the clock, but hopefully to punch it in.
Snap.
There you go.
Handoff DK.
Oh,
and
just tripped
slip.
over. Just a bad.
Good push there by the line. A couple players squeaked through there, but
Sometimes that turf will get you.
yeah.
That's right.
Approaching 3 minutes.
Roll clock roll.
The play clock is at 25 seconds right now. There's a lot of time to run off here.
But Justin, you were talking about it earlier, but this is a scenario where, as close as we are, we're going for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
So we got Coach Ward and the staff has 4 plays to play with. You know, if nothing else, they got to go the whole length of the field from where we're at right now. So
Snap. Handoff.
DK,
DK cuts it up.
They're keying on him. I'm gonna tell you, if run the same thing and let Ben keep it, he may walk in. He may walk
Yeah,
in.
because they're taking the whole defense sliding towards him.
Yep. Which I mean, it's that's what I would do.
I mean, it's been fairly effective for them.
Yep.
But
Ripley
if
calls
you
a
do
timeout.
something different, you could pay for it.
Yeah, that's a great great thought process there. We've been saying it all night. Keying hard on DK. Both plays right there. Ripley thinks they're running the clock out here. Ben keeper. That'd be perfect timing for it.
Yes, sir.
We ran a lot of looks, like I said, that allowed us to score touchdowns. That would be the icing on the cake right there.
It's been an exciting football game so far.
For sure.
Here we are in the fourth quarter with 2.5 minutes to go. Crockett can't just celebrate yet.
Which we hadn't done it in the second half, but we really can't celebrate with our fumble problems in the first.
Right.
But I will say this: ball security has been way better in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about beforehand, that was probably going addressed at halftime.
I'm sure.
Carson Burgess and Demo Pickens out wide to the left. Greenhill in motion.
Reverse.
Here
He's
comes
gonna go.
Demo.
Good.
Great
Good.
block.
Touchdown,
Look at
Crockett.
Ben blowing
Great
a block.
job.
Great job to get out
Great
there.
play call.
And get in front of somebody.
Great play call.
Yeah. Well,
There's
what'd
a
I just say?
flag right there.
We needed something unorthodox. We needed another
got
thing
a
that we
flag.
haven't
That's
seen.
a flag, but Deuce has got his hands up. I didn't see it. It should be enforced on the kickoff anyway. Or the
I think we have a touchdown, but there's penalty flags on the field.
But great, regardless of the flag or not, that was a great play call. Once again, like the counter play to DK on the previous touchdown. We hadn't ran that all night. You know.
Well, you know, given the opportunity to put Ben out there as a blocker too, by letting him develop in the backfield.
You know, and it's like, you know, when Drew Bailey was quarterback, when Craig quarterbacked, we'd run the little end rounds.
I was thinking that
get
same
in the
thing.
way.
I was thinking that
now I was a
same
little
one.
more hard-headed than
There
them.
are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense number 52. That's 10 yards from the previous spot.
Oh.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7 on the defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. We replay 3rd down.
So the touchdown is wiped out.
Man, you hate to see that.
Mm-hmm. Especially on such a good play call right there. Good execution by the boys.
The one thing it does is it shaves some clock kind of off, but
so that spot's not right.
no.
What?
They got to walk.
Yeah,
it
they
off.
got to walk it. Yeah, all right. That's what I say. There we go. So at the grand scheme of things, we did end up closer. Replaying the down, we just got to put it back in the end zone.
After marking off both penalties, the ball will be spotted at the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for the Cavaliers.
Going to make that attempt again.
Clock is at 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Crockett County leads 23-14. Wildcat look. Deuce Greenhill. Snap. Fakes it up the middle.
Running hard, Deuce. That a boy. Hit it in there.
So it'll bring up 4th down. And Ripley is going to call another timeout. Going to stop the clock around 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Crockett County will have the ball still, 4th down. Let's see what Coach Ward elects to do.
It appears Coach Ward's got 2 timeouts left he could utilize in this situation if he wants to.
In this scenario where the ball's placed with the score with 2 minutes left, I'm going for it.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Like I said, if nothing else, if we don't get it, if we gain 3 yards,
Yeah,
for instance, they got to go the whole length of the field with no timeouts and 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I mean, they have. I don't know if they've put a true pass play together. They've ran routes, but it's been a lot of their completions have been on scramble.
A lot of it's been behind the line of scrimmage. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Hit it out. Throw it out to the sideline.
So.
No, I'm going for it. I agree.
And I don't even think he thought about it. The offense never left the field.
Big play right here for the Crockett County offense.
Like they're going back and Ben back at quarterback. You got D split to the right with Demo. Carson split to the left. DK's in the backfield.
the stadium's rocking. I can feel it.
Hey, the atmosphere is awesome. I love it.
Ben snap, rolls out right.
Good block, DK.
Back of the end zone.
Scrambles.
Ben absorbed a big hit right there. But that's gonna make them a long drive, y'all.
Yep, and that's where, being a young quarterback, and Ben will learn from this. You got to throw that to the end zone.
Yeah.
Just simply because it's fourth down.
It's game awareness.
Game awareness, but that's something I know Coach Ward is going to tell him. They're going to watch film. His daddy's going to tell him.
Yeah. Well, on their drive home tonight, Jack's going to be telling him.
Yeah, Jack's going to tell him.
Why didn't you throw that ball in?
Right. But that's just something, as a young quarterback, anybody you have to learn.
And Ben has a little bit of you in him, like that same mentality of I can do it.
Yeah, he kind of lowered his shoulders there. Then I like it. But right now, Ripley's just throwing it deep.
He's gonna throw it deep.
Get it, Deuce. That a boy, Deuce. Great pick. Great pick by Deuce.
Keeps the ball back to the offense.
Looks like the receiver's hurt.
He's not feeling good.
I think he hit his head, honestly, off the turf.
Deuce might have landed on him there too.
I don't think he did. I think he just hit his head in a very hard way.
But hopefully hopefully that young man's okay. But great play by Deuce.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. He's trying to take his shoulder pads off.
Yeah, he is. Just lay there, buddy.
Yeah. If you're home tonight, just say a little prayer for this player, opposing team or not. We never want to see an injury, and just say a little prayer for him, and then let's see him be okay.
Especially in the, like you said, no, we don't ever want to see anybody get hurt, but especially in something that technically ended the game.
Yeah, Coach Ward's too. He's thrown his headset, and Coach Ward's concerned at this point.
Like I said, I don't know. It looked like he hit his head, but I don't know if, like I said, if Deuce landed on him or hit it on the turf. But they both went for the ball, and
and rather than putting this on out there, we're just gonna go to commercial.
At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call us at the number on the screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Foundation Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we're back. A very unfortunate situation right there for that young man. I ask each of you to pray for that young man and his family. I pray that young man is okay. You never want to see that. It's a
horrible situation. You see now the head coach Ripley's over there informing the team of what's happened because they've been on the sidelines not knowing. The young man's been carted off, going to be transported to the emergency room at this point. We're unaware of the extent of the injury, but from the break how long it took. But one thing that stands out to me is the Cavalier team. Early after the injury, got together, they prayed. The whole stadium went silent during that. Deuce Greenhill, who was the defensive player on that play where they ended so badly, he made sure to go up and talk to the kid, and that says a lot. That you can be opposing, you can be in a tight ball game, all this stuff can go on, but you can put that aside and want what's best for each other. Just like Justin said, just pray for him. We don't know the extent, but I think he's in need of our prayers, and we're going to hope for the best for him. Pray for the doctors, pray for the EMTs, the paramedics, all involved there. His mom was on the field with him. We want to pray for her for sure.
His mom's a big one. She was out there on the field. Really feel bad for her. But applauding his teammates for coming back out here and finishing this. That's got to be tough to see. That's their friend, their classmate, teammate.
We're in victory formation now, watching that
quick
clock go.
Quick update. I just received a phone call. Everything that we just saw was totally precautionary.
I was hoping so.
He's talking. He has feeling. But still, remember him and his family. That's scary. And I want to give a big shout out to our medical team, Cara Beth,
all of them,
and everybody that rushed out.
Our sheriff's office, the SROs from both sides. I mean, it was just Coach Shelton, Coach Parlow. I mean, Coach Parlow was down there, and he's not even with high school anymore. But it just shows the caring side of people. Crockett County's fixing to pick up a win right here, but our thoughts are going to be with him, wanting him. I'm glad to see Crockett County pick up a win right here. Great,
once again, everything was precautionary. The young man was talking. He had feeling, but please remember him and his family in your prayers.
For sure. Hey, and that being precautionary, that could be your prayers at work. So just keep praying for him and hope for the best for him.
And here we go. Ben takes a snap, nails it down, and that'll end your ball game. Crockett County comes out of here 2-0, 23-14. Not the way you want to end a ball game, but
remind you that please do not go
Crockett
on the field
County
until the officials have left the field.
Comes out in the second half and really does well. Made great adjustments. So
Crockett County 23, Ripley 14.
Yeah, I think there's some resilience shown as far as coming. The team we saw in the first half opposed to the second half. They could have, our Cavaliers could have went in there and gotten down and allowed them to come out here and run the ball all over them. But they came out. The defense really stepped up there in the end of the third quarter. Overall, great football game. I think you saw a lot of talent on the Ripley side of the ball. That quarterback was extremely impressive.
Really good.
He's a good football player. Ben Burgess gets his second varsity start win. As a quarterback and the leader of an offense as a sophomore with a lot of pressure. Tyler, you talked about the pressure with that earlier in the game. Tyler, we're so happy you joined us tonight. It was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it.
I appreciate y'all having me.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We look forward to having you again. What a surprise it was to get Ernest Williams with us.
Scoop in the house.
So thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us. Thank you for your prayers for that young man that sustained an injury tonight. Keep those prayers coming, and we look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you.